Okay, today Brady Garoppolo AFC Championship game is on. Today is January the 22nd, the day of the last Super Bowl championship between the Bengals and the 49ers. The former Titans offensive coordinator is Matt LaFleur. It's already Tennessee lost. Tennessee lost today. It shows you how completely rigged and completely scripted it is that the Bengals and the 49ers played in a Super Bowl matchup January the 22nd of 1989. The Bengals and the 49ers were off in a Super Bowl matchup. It is on this anniversary, on this 33-year anniversary. The Bengals and 49ers are the winning teams today. They are the winning teams. Super Bowl 23 was played on today's date of January the 22nd. San Francisco has March 122. And Rodgers is born December the 2nd. San Francisco on 1-22 is going to win the football game. Has everything to do with Super Bowl 23. Has everything to do with it. The Bengals lost to the 49ers and Joe Montana on January the 22nd of 1989. Some 33 years later, on the anniversary of this Super Bowl, the winning teams will be the Bengals and the 49ers. And the losing teams would be the Titans and former Tennessee offensive coordinator Matt LaFleur. It's on. You stick with that motherfucker. It's on. Tampa fans missed out from the pandemic. They get their money's worth. Every single Buccaneers fan is going to get their money's worth next week. Every single fan. Niners is DiMaggio 60 and 33. 33 years from Super Bowl 23. That'd be, you guessed it, the year of Super Bowl 56. It's 33-year anniversary of the Super Bowl win over the Bengals. After Cincinnati won, it is going to be the 49ers that are going to win this game. And Brady would be 6-0 versus the NFC before taking on against the Buffalo Bills, because the Buffalo Bills has gematria of 60. It is Shanahan. It's got gematria of 66 and 30. It is the 30th day of January that is the NFC title. And Brady would enter the NFC title game with 30 wins. With 30 wins with the Bucs. And former Cardinals coach Arians beats all the rivals. Arians beats the Rams and the 49ers, the old Cardinals. Lynch, John Lynch, or not John Lynch, but what was it? Jason Lynch. A former Cardinals coach, Coach Arians beats all the rivals. Arians' first game with Tampa was a loss to the 49ers. At home. A big clue. That guy is going to be the championship game. His first loss as coach of the Bucs. And the 49ers are ready to go 8-3 away before facing off against Tom Brady. The 49ers will be 8-3 on the road before facing off against Tom Brady. It is the Cowboys who the 49ers have just defeated. It is Aaron Rodgers. That's got gematria under 35. Packers end the season 13-5 for the year.
Aaron Rodgers has been absolutely on fire. 72% his completion percentage since week 11, 20 touchdowns, no interceptions, and that quarterback rating through the roof. And now that broken pinky toe on his left foot, that's a thing of the past. He's practiced each of the last 2 weeks.
avoid losing the Tom Brady. He's going to throw the game. But then completions like that are going to happen all game long. Then San Francisco thinks they forced the fumble. The referee is. I didn't see anything there. It's Rodgers. They'll fall to 6-4 in the divisional round. It is 49ers that has Gematria 64. It is also Kansas City Chiefs. We talk about next year's Super Bowl that's got Gematria 64. And the 49ers running game is starting to, the running defense is starting to heat up right now. It would be Jimmy G. Jimmy G's 35th win with the 49ers. The Titans have lost out, and it's Tom Brady that's got Gematria of 35. So it's all scripted for the Rodgers to lose again.
Johnson missed a tackle, and Aaron Jones gets 19. Well, they roll a safety to Davante Adams. Rodgers checks it. He knows he doesn't have him. He comes out. He then gets the ball to Jones, and this is going to be a key throughout this game. You see the rolled safety over the top, and the 49ers have been a good tackling defense. They weren't so good when they played the Packers back in week 3, and right out of the box, Dante Johnson, who's getting the start because of rookie Ambry Thomas, who's injured, he makes a miss.
He dropped it. He dropped it. Come on now.
This is an offense that's gone through injury after injury on their offensive line, and they have another shuffle up front with Billy Turner, who's missed plenty of time with a bad knee, starting at left tackle. David Bakhtiari is not active for this game. And that means Dennis Kelly gets the start at right tackle. Well,
Rodgers would have 22 playoff games under his belt before next season. The Gematria of Aaron. I'm kind of liking the Bucs Packers wild card game next year. Brady will probably make it again next year. And the 49ers will be 12-7. Joe Burrow, Scott Gematria 127, quarterback Joe Burrow. 49ers 12-7 for the season. And then the 49ers end 12-8 after losing to Brady. Because the Gematria of the greatest is Gematria 128. Tom Brady is the greatest. It is also Coach Jim Harbaugh that is the greatest coach ever. The Niners lose out on Jim Harbaugh and Tom Brady. Jim Harbaugh coaches over the dynasty. Jim Harbaugh coaches the dynasty. The 49ers will drop to 12-8 after next week. They will lose to the greatest Tom Brady. Now the playoff series is tied 4-4. That's tied at 4-4. It is Inglewood, California, that has Gematria of 54. Same Gematria as Cincy. Same Gematria as Tennessee Titans, having Gematria of 54. Now, who will win 4 out of 9 is the question. The 49ers or quarterback Aaron having Gematria of 49-22. Now, on offense is going to make a difference. Huge difference. Hey, let's go. Don't know why the stream paused. It's taking a while. If we didn't miss anything. Okay, it is. Okay, what's going on?
If you run the football and you can run against this Green Bay football team, you can run it. Everybody's done it.
Don't know why.
You get a double here, then you get a double here, and you see the push that the Packers get. That's just an outstanding job by this offensive line.
The Packers are supposed to get the early lead. Now we got to see Jimmy G look like Tom Brady. Going to be 7-7. And also to note, 49ers can win their third game against the Packers of Super Bowl. Fragility, handle a physical game. This team will let Aaron Rodgers down again. It looks like Rodgers will fall to 5-4 at home in the postseason. With Coach Matt LaFleur in Inglewood, California, having been watching it before. Jimmy G is going to show exactly why he is that guy. Already a nice big scripted return for the 49ers.
Well, that's that kicking that we talked about. Hasty, he gets good blocking inside a middle return. He hits it initially, he might be out the gate. But a great return to set up this.
Jimmy G, well, I don't have his roads completely down yet. His road record as a starting quarterback. Elijah Mitchell, rookie. You heard the commentary. I gotta go just be sure that the spelling is right too. Hold on a second. So Elijah has Sumacha 45 and 27. 45-27. And it's Foxfast Sumacha 45. In Santa Clara and Miami, where the 49ers are trying to make it back. And Mitchell has a match of 82. Arians could enter the Super Bowl with the 8-2 record. The 8-2 playoff record with Brady. I can totally see this game at 10-0. I won't be surprised to see it 10-0 at all. Jimmy Garoppolo's number 10. I could totally see a scripting synchronization of a 10-0 Packers lead. The Packers get early momentum, and it's a football game of momentum.
Smith hasn't played since week 1. He goes right over the left guard, Lakin Tomlinson, and then able to get just enough of the left leg on Jimmy Garoppolo to get him to the ground.
Oh, Tomlinson got straight up owned right there.
I'll tell you who looks good. 55 looks good. And 50-20 plays out of him. Watch out. And right out of the gate, first possession of the night. 55, Zadarius Smith gets a sack to force a punt, which will check up at the 25. Good punt by Wisnowski. 45-yarder on this chilly evening, and the Packers fans have had a lot to cheer about already. They get the ball right back as they lead by 7.
Oh, here you go. Okay. Feel that light. Down in my soul. And if you want to feel the fire, let me know.
The one play that really showed that the other game was controlled was where the Bengals were 16-6, and that one play where he intercepted it.
Business is a balancing act. You want your data to be protected and secured.
And now Rodgers would fall to 7-9
With IBM,
to 7-9 in the playoffs since he last won the Super Bowl.
address all those regulations and
7-9.
create all new experiences. Trustworthy AI.
And now that is happening because of the 49ers. So we include what you get is you get 79, and then once again the script for next year's Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs, right after the Jimmy G Brady game. We talk about the Jimmy G Brady game for quite some time. Jimmy G was the 62nd pick in the draft, already losing to Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. This Patrick Mahomes got Gematria 62, and I think his next playoff loss is going to be to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Pick number 62, Tampa Bay Buccaneers as Gematria 62. Definitely looking good for Tom Brady to have another home game. Okay, Bucks were 5-3 at home last year. Let's see.
Like when the Pioneer ladies would throw things up for kids.
Welcome to Flash. Here's Thursday, our 17 on Fox. Zadarius Smith all smiles. 18 snaps a week.
So 5-3 and 7-1.
Setbacks along the way, and here he is. First playoff game of the year. He gets a sack guy who had 26 of the last 2 seasons. His first 2.
Now, Brady's 13th home win with the Bucs is happening against LA. Obviously, they were in the interesting. Tom Brady's 13th home win against LA. Looking pretty spot on with that right now. Tom Brady defeating the Bucs. Because Tampa Bay was 5-3 at home. They were 5-3 at home last year, 2020. They're 7-1 at home this year. So that's how you get that computation. Tom Brady's 12-4 will be 13-4 at home when it's all said and done. 13-4, the same gematria, the exact gematria, simple and Pythagorean of LA.
Mercedes Lewis, the old man just keeps on doing it. Number 89. And you just don't watch the 49ers this year. Here's Mercedes Lewis. And he gets down the field and does it.
And then Shanahan, to avoid a boring game next year. Shanahan's going to be 4-1 in the playoffs with San Francisco. It's the comeback that has DiMaggio 41. It's syncing up with his playoff record. It's Green Bay that's got DiMaggio 41. Also, DiMaggio's Super Bowl. Brady last Super Bowl loss at Minneapolis. Lance born at Minnesota. Same thing with Shanahan. Shanahan was born at Minnesota, at Minneapolis, which is why his first playoff win occurred against the Vikings. I like the score to be 10-0.
They have not lost. Since 2019, when Matt LaFleur took over, 22-2. You see the numbers, points per game allowed.
Gotta watch out with the 22-2 there. If it's 22-3, there's some satanic ritual happening. They fumbled. San Francisco ball. It's a fumble. Turnovers. Mercedes Lewis, number 89. Win 8 out of 9 home games. It was a scripted fumble. It was scripted. Winning 8 out of 9 playoff games. Wow. Can't get any more synced up than that. Glendale, Arizona's got DiMaggio 42. The ball's at the San Francisco 42-yard line. It's scripted. Jimmy's got DiMaggio 70. Down 7-0. Now Jimmy G. Your move. Down 7-0. It's fumble that's got DiMaggio 23. It is LaFleur. Second fall to 2-3 in the postseason. Fumbles like this prevent you from winning football games. Can't do that. Can't fumble. Can't lose momentum. Can't lose sight of momentum at all. The 49ers scored 23 points in its last playoff game at Lambeau. If you remember, that's Jim Harbaugh. He defeated the 49ers. It was 23-20. A 23-20 win. That's the kind of kicker that you need to kick in these elements. And on top of Aaron Rodgers being 79 since his last championship, it is Shanahan that's born in the year 79. And it's also Tampa Bay. Keep in mind, Tampa Bay, I think, has got DiMaggio 79-25. So Aaron Rodgers should be 79 since he last won the Super Bowl. That's 16 games. And then he should be, he should be 10-9 when he wins the Super Bowl next year. Well, actually, 11-9. You'll be surprised with the Freemasons. You got the dad coach of the Denver Broncos, Shanahan, Kyle Michael Shanahan. Kyle Michael Shanahan has DiMaggio of 80. It's the Packers that are 8-0 at home. Got to make those Freemasons look good. They're family members. Now, was that a fumble or was he down or the referees are blowing it? That you can't change. They're giving keeping the ball on the Niners. I mean, his forward progress did stop there. I mean, Niners will score a touchdown, and he fumbled. It still is going to be 10-0. Yucky turnover. Yep, should be 10-0 right now. Remember, Garoppolo's number 10. What are they even looking at? Now, Shanahan was hired by the Buccaneers by John Gruden. He was hired by the Buccaneers to be offensive quality coach under Gruden. So he's affiliated with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And if they win 33 years from the day of Super Bowl 23, their 23rd win against the Packers, it's Gruden that's got Demontia 33. Don't worry, there is plenty of time to avoid a boring Packers-Buccaneers championship game, folks. Tom Brady will destroy Aaron Rodgers. You give us they're just probably determining where the ball is spotted at.
It's our January sale on the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. It senses your movements and automatically adjusts to relieve pressure points, and it's temperature balancing, so you both sleep just right. Save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed Queen now $19.99 plus 0% interest for 36 months. When you really need to sleep, you reach for the really good stuff. Sequel Ultra helps you sleep better and longer when you need it most. It's not habit forming and powered by the makers of NyQuil. Sequel Ultra when you really, really need to sleep.
Alrighty, Green Bay's got the ball at the San Francisco 39-yard line. Oh, really? How about the Buffalo Bills angle there for the Super Bowl? How about that? How about the fact that Harbaugh is going to be coaching the Raiders? They just appear out of nowhere when the score looks bad. No, that's a fumble, man. That's a fumble. And that is an insult to injury. He got straight whacked in the face. But if that's one step, yeah, the Packers fans are crying. It's not looking good. They're just laughing. Ha ha ha. We are company, man. We're rigging the game. So, Jimmy Garoppolo. It's got Dimancia of a 77. The score will be 7-7. That's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Packers fans will cry after the game that the referees were terrible. Scores can be tied 7-7. It's all good, man. It's all good. Lakers will win the championship. There's zero chance the Lakers are not winning. The Joaquin LeBron at Alexa is the greatest show on earth because the Lakers won't even try. And out of nowhere, they'll start trying to improve the world well. 3rd and 5. That's Gematria Tom Brady. Back and forth field position. It's that kind of game. But it's all good for the Packers side. Why don't you get a stop? You don't have to replay the down. You have to force a long incompletion. San Francisco, look at that. Lakers are winning, bro. It's the regular season. You cannot take it so seriously like that. It's the regular season. Come on, man. It's the regular season. They're scripting the regular season to get you to think the Lakers are not going to win. Already, Phoenix Suns fans think they'll win the championship, which is the most delusional fan base in the NBA right now. I mean, nowhere to be found, ready to proclaim themselves as the champions. I mean, what a joke. It's about Go King LeBron James this year. And again, the Packers, it's got Gematria of 43. Oh, God, it's rigged for the Packers. It's rigged for the Lakers. You got me on about that basketball stuff. LeBron's the best, period. This guy's the GOAT. He's going to win King County, Michael Jordan's birth city. But people just don't understand. They're still living in that bubble in the Matrix. Who cares? Everybody was wrong last year. Okay, Greek God. Oops, everybody out of nowhere. Greek God. Look, it's rigged. It's proof that it's rigged with the Greek God angle. Greek God angle, GOAT King LeBron, Messiah, newborn King, chosen one, resurrected again. It's all good. LeBron's still winning 6 championships. That's my God, GOAT King LeBron James. Man, what a big hit. Rodgers, that'd be the most Freemasonic thing to lose all these years when you get a bye week, and the only 2 times you win is when you're in the wild card round. And the 49ers are getting the ball back. I love football. I love soccer. Football. It'd be the 25th playoff loss for the Packers against Jimmy. Tampa Bay. We got Jimmy. State Farm at Illinois. It's Illinois born. Jimmy G. That makes the State Farm Super Bowl a reality. Alrighty, 7-7. Jimmy Garoppolo's got Gematria 77. The score should be tied 7-7.
This is my Titan. She's smiling because her small culinary supply store, Titan's Pan.
We have to wait all this time before we can have the Raiders dynasty. We gotta wait 4 years. 4 years is a long time. I like to see Carr win right away, but since you can play quarterback for 20, 25 years, he's going to win 4 Super Bowls in the span of 9 years. That's what's going to happen with Derek Carr.
FedEx to help prepare for unexpected demand, because you never know what's next. You don't need to call me listen to Scene 6, and you can listen anywhere. You know.
You can use your phone. What? Alexa, press radio on Sirius XM.
So Raiders, we will be winning 4 Super Bowl championships with Jim Harbaugh. It will make the 49ers pit. So the 49ers will be 9-5 in the playoffs ever since Jim Harbaugh was hired. Because they will lose to the greatest, Tom Brady, in the NFC Championship game. So once again, last Super Bowl was the year 95, too. That's another big reason why the 49ers are going to be 9-5 when they lose to Tom Brady. Not 4 consecutive Super Bowls, but 2 separate repeats with 2 years in between that they don't win. Because Joe Burrow's going to win. The 108th season will be a tribute to Joe Montana. And you know, I like Kansas City Chiefs to win another Super Bowl. And I just think the NFC's going to suck for a while, you know, when Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady retire right after the Cardinals and the Cowboys win, then it's going to really be exposed against the cream of the crop in the AFC. Bang, bang, 49er, where is it? You need play action.
Chris Barnes came up to make the stop, and this Packer defense flying around. Well, they really are, because the 49ers came into this game thinking that they could get on the perimeter with their run game. The Packers have had some issues with that through this season. They've had some issues just stopping the running games. But some teams, Cleveland ran for over 200 yards, so this is going to be a test. The Packers held up awfully well early in the season against this.
Just get a play in and head to your huddle at the end of the first quarter, set up 3rd down. Looks like it. Wow, he choked. He could have got that. They can't even wind the clock down to end the first quarter. He was trying to catch it like a basket. George Kittle choked there. He really did. You can't put there. He's looking like Tom Brady there, but boom, his wide receiver dropped it. Wow, look at these guys are dropping the ball everywhere. Drops as gematria of 27. Santa Clara. Only 2 possible teams to win the Super Bowl, folks, with the whole Allen riddle of this season with John Gruden's email leaks. Josh Allen and Marcus Allen, only 2 possible teams, folks. Only 1 conference. Dude, he is balling. They're making him look like Tom Brady. At some point, somebody has to catch the football.
Rodgers, right? Which is cool. But it's a pretty inaccurate name when Stevie gets it too.
We offer
great rates to fit anyone's budget.
You should just say that next time. That's the first time I heard about it.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
For the 49ers on offense, 3-3 and out. 15 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, Matt LaFleur has won 9 games this year. Big clue that they're not going to win until next year. Why not just wind the clock down? Now you get another play. Okay, well, they run that clock down. So, second and 7, that's Gematria Santa Clara.
They got -7 yards in this first quarter, which is now over 7-0 Green Bay. The Divisional playoffs presented by Insure TurboTax Live. Back after this from your local Fox station.
What if your resume is more than a resume? What if it could adapt?
Now, keep in mind that the 49ers are 5-2 in the Super Bowl. It is the Buccaneers that's got Gematria 52. If they're in the NFC Championship game, 5-2, up against the 49ers, a perfect possible explanation.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our
And LaFleur,
hot melted pipes that are not
his 13th loss
carry out Domino's new
is on the way this postseason. 13 in the year of the Super Bowl at LA.
We sold our house with 30 more than I expected. 39,000 could be over. 57,000 over. $75,000. $80,000 over $100,000. It was fantasy numbers. It was monopoly money numbers. $30,000. 50,000 more. 100,000 more. These stories are true.
Okay, that was September the 8th.
Get your price. A higher price for your home.
So basically, the year the 49ers made it to the Super Bowl, their first regular season win occurred against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So it would be pretty ironic if they make it back to Tampa for this one. That was Bruce Arians' first game as head coach. They beat the Buccaneers in week 1 of 2019, the year they made it to the Super Bowl. That was September the 8th.
You deserve better. Pause your Wi-Fi on any device with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
Now, fun fact. Garoppolo also has Gematria 52. San Francisco 5-2 in the Super Bowl. That's why Garoppolo having Gematria 52.
Saying is though, even though they allowed Green Bay to run down the field on the opening drive, since then they've tightened up, and maybe they're certainly going to have to if they can hang in there and slow down and stop this Packers offense and not go down anymore while the offense kind of figures it out. That's going to be real key for them.
Okay, third down. Nice push by the line.
For extra yardage, gets 4. Third down coming up. I don't think
Okay, 2 and 3.
what the job Adam Stenovich has done, who's in charge of their run game of the offensive line with all these moving pieces, and yet they just keep on rolling. Yeah, there's no doubt. He did a great job last year, and then this year, all the moving parts, and you just get these guys ready. It's not easy. When you're moving players like they did tonight, Billy Turner made his first start at left tackle, and then, of course, they moved Lucas Patrick and BKT to hit the 9 back to right guard. Josh Myers.
False start. Come on now.
A full start by Green Bay.
Pushing him back. Making it harder.
Offense number 13.
I never knew 3 out of the 4 CBS announcers picked the Titans to win. Sacked! Sacked! They got him. So San Francisco, okay. San Francisco is going to be 12-10 since winning its last title. Its 23rd game since the 5th ring versus Brady. 12 wins since winning its last Super Bowl championship, 12 playoff wins, and losing to Tom Brady. Okay, let's see if Jimmy G can make the 7-0 happen.
Able to bring Aaron Rodgers down and get the ball back for their offense down 7.
Another fun fact, too. The 49ers won 25 games since moving to the Levi Stadium before the year of Super Bowl 54. And of course, Jimmy was the quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Listen, I just saw Finch so good. And I saw that you did another one there for Apple. Greyhound, too. That's fun. Seriously? Denzel, Francis McDormand, Momoa, Snoopy.
It's just so strange that either the Packers or the Niners are cold because 96, the Niners lost to the Packers. 97, they lost to the Packers. 98, they lost to the Packers. These teams play against each other a lot of times.
That's right. And it becomes a workspace. So you can put your laptop there and send me an imaginary email. Hey, Dad, dinner. Hey, look who's got
But Green Bay's keeping them in the game, and of course the 49ers had the big drops. And George Kittle, that was a killer. How are these Niner wide receivers going to look like on this drive? Are they going to settle down? They're going to get used to the cold? Who's going to fumble next? This game has got fumble written all over it.
Can save an average of $800.
Just ask you, who leads the league in receiving yards?
Matt Stafford isn't made for Hollywood. You need a good-looking guy in the Super Bowl like Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Man, these wide receivers are awful.
Let's send it down to Tom Brady. So much talk about the mental approach to the cold. Kyle Shanahan told us yesterday he showed his team that game from 15 years ago. The conference title where the Giants took on the Packers and Lambeau at one. His point being, when you watch these images, when you watch that tape, which team was colder? It was the Packers that were colder, not the Giants. He wants his team to adopt that kind of approach and see if obviously can come out with that kind of result. Win by the Giants in overtime, and then eventually a win over the Patriots in Super Bowl 42 in a game of 2.
I'm not seeing the creative genius for Kyle Shanahan. I don't know what they are seeing. I don't know what people see in Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan scripting the first 24 plays. They've only run 11. He may not get through that script till the third quarter if they don't pick it up.
Tom Brady is not impressed if Jimmy G can't salvage himself out in this game. Tom Brady is rooting for the Niners this game. All Tom Brady does is win, right?
Extra man on the rush. Garoppolo is sacked again. Brought down by Rashad Gary for the second time tonight.
This one is back-and-back field position.
Rashad Gary, you got Tom Compton out there at right tackle. It's just one-on-one, no help, and Gary's able to get home. Now they go man coverage. They're in the secondary, and this Packers corners it.
What a prophetic game that would be. Tom Brady against the 49ers.
0 for 4 on trying to convert third down to Pacific 3 sacks. Rodgers, the rookie, out of bounds after a return. On that back and forth to each other right now, 7-0.
Fun fact. Lambeau has Jumanchip 19. Bengals won with 19 points today.
How about sushi? I said sushi for lunch yesterday.
They won with 19 points.
I'll take food. You know I don't like seafood.
And of course, Jackson, Bengals win with 19 points. Raiders scored 19 points in the last game,
Tacos.
sinking up to 19.
Emergency braking, one of 6 advanced safety features standard on every 2022 Chevy Equinox. Find new technology. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
Napoleon was born and raised to conquer. He was just kind of over it, you know. Watching Prime Video, he realised he should follow his dreams. So he ordered a microphone online, next day delivery. Now the only thing he cared about conquering was his audience.
Tout le monde me voit derrière. Ok, je me lève.
Choose everything.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half-pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it. Original stuffed crust.
Tom Brady's NFC record with the Bucs.
No one on Pizza Hut.
Verizon is going ultra, and so is your home internet. That's right, 5G is not just for phones. Welcome to 5G Home with blazing fast
Okay.
5G ultra wideband now in many more cities.
I'm ordering pizza.
Yeah, I can eat.
It's not even true.
No. Look at that. Just plug and play. It's wireless home internet. See ya, cable. And look here. Mary's got 5G Home too. Ultra fast, ultra simple, and 50% off with her unlimited plan. Well, what do you say to that? Right. You enjoy that internet. Verizon is going ultra, so you can too.
Okay, 11-4 NFC.
Audiences love TV's powerful new drama.
The upgrades into the deacon.
Want your cup?
This is not for you.
Your son is sick.
I can help you.
Please, another option. Whatever, I can do that. My son.
The cleaning lady.
Interesting. The Bucs were 15-6 against the NFC with Tom Brady right before Washington football team. Washington football team's Jumanchip 156.
Who came in with 3 sacks over his last 3 games, has 2 tonight. Team best 9.5 during the regular season. After 7 sacks his first 2 years. Packers have it leading 7-0 at their own 25. Here's Dillon. Olshire came in to help out. As A.J. Dillon drew a crowd, Tart in there as well, a gain of 3. First drive compared to the last 3. And they face 2nd and 7. Looking at Tulsa and Ebukam, who's on the sidelines, and they've got their rotation of Omenahu and then Jordan Willis opposite of him. And they rotate this group pretty good. And even after they lost Nick Bosa last week in the second quarter, they still
73 yards. That's Jumanchip Packers. 73 passing yards they showed on the screen.
You see this 49ers defense starting to heat up. Pretty Greenlaw in there for the tackle. Yeah, they really are. I mean, this is an awfully tough front 7. And as we know, and like I said, as easy as Green Bay made it look on that opening drive, the 49ers settled in. There's D'Amico Ryans and the job that he's done with this group. And the defense alone is what has allowed them to hang in. was the 40, or excuse me, the Packers. They're down at 6. Pass is caught. Devontae
Money on that throw.
as he works.
So Tom Brady and his childhood team has got Dimaggio 117 and 63. Interesting that it's Buffalo Bills that's got Dimaggio 117 as well. In which Buffalo also has Dimaggio 63. Jim Harbaugh will get the job. If not this year, then definitely Super Bowl 58, Super Bowl 59. Then 4 years, a lot of time. So Jim Harbaugh, when he becomes the Raiders coach, it'll be evident that the dynasty is happening.
Next Level Chef is TV's number one news show on Fox Wednesday. The mentors are fired up to win, but will Gordon's team go down and play at the moment? Next Level Chef is only on Fox. Second and 11. Matt LaFleur and the Packers. 13 runs, 13 throws. Here's throw number 14. Instead of trying is
What a sack.
number 14. And Bosa brings down Rodgers. And that'll be a sack for the long one. That's a this is Rodgers' second goal. He's locked up. And they know that. But Bosa, with the quickness that he has, he's able to come off, and Rodgers doesn't even know that he's there. And he makes a great play. You're right. It's a sack. They lose yardage. It looked like he had a lot of room out in front of him and a lot of danger down the field if he gets it out of his hand. They're down at 12.
Yeah, he's calling a timeout. He's calling a timeout.
And timeout taken by Green Bay on the Thursday night before Super Bowl 56.
The source of the scripted Jimmy G versus Tom Brady will probably is synced up with San Mateo, California. And indeed, it is.
Great night finding out who the player of the year is and all the other awards that are handed out, along with the Hall of Fame players that are going to be inducted in August. It's been the night before the Super Bowl. They now have it on Thursday night. Whatever works. Third down at 12. Rodgers slings it to Jones. Long way to go. Makes a nice move. Doesn't get it.
Decision time.
Strong tackle to force fourth down. And for now, the offense stays out there. That would be something.
He's got balls.
Fourth down and 2. And so far, if you actually do snap it, go for it, don't get it, you're giving the 49ers a leg up when they haven't been able to move the football at all. And I don't know if the risk is worth it here. Jump. And that'll be a delayed game call.
Delay of game. 4th and 7. John Madden again is dead 47 days before the Super Bowl. Now, keep in mind, many of Rodgers' one and dones occurred against the Giants. Giants is Dimaggio 25. It is also Jimmy. That's got Jamachi at 25. As a matter of fact, it is Tom Brady's birthplace of San Mateo, California. That's got Jamachi at 77. And that's why I like 7-7 for the score. Again, because Jimmy Garoppolo's got Gematria of 77. And same thing with Jimmy G. And 32, if I'm not mistaken, 77, 32 is Gematria Jimmy G. Oh, yes, indeed. And, of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Gematria 77, this trade occurred on Halloween. Halloween's got Gematria 122 and 41. Packers for the 49ers 4-1 in the postseason with the win over the Packers.
At Burger King, 2 is better than 1. Get the Whopper and the Impossible Whopper in the 2 for $6. That way, you can get all of this for just $6. Start the year off right with the 2 for $6 deal at Burger King. I'm dramatically holding this bottle, so light hits it just right. People think, wow, he knows what he's doing. Well, I'm actually pretty lost with my payroll taxes.
Intuit QuickBooks helps you manage your payroll taxes. Cheers. 100% accurate payroll tax calculation.
Back and forth, field position, that kind of game. And Garoppolo threw 77 yards in the 2019-20 NFC title. So 7-7, looking like it totally happened.
Packers on top of the 49ers with the football and still looking for their first down. And Jimmy Garoppolo,
Packers look much different than they do a couple years in terms of defensive ability.
because of the way the defense is played since that opening drive, they're only down 1 possession. Garoppolo. This one is tipped and incomplete for Mitchell.
Okay, that was tipped.
And Lowry had a career year with his 5 sacks. They had a lot of guys really step up and play their best football for the Packers this year under Joe Barry.
Most people polled wanted to see the Buccaneers and the Packers. Not many people want to see the Rams. 45 wanted to see Buccaneers 49ers. 36 went with Bucs Packers. So more people want to see Tom Brady at home against his childhood team. He caught that.
Of all the completions that could have been, this one that you can't believe was completed.
This
First down, what a grab. It was an outstanding.
this guy's a beast.
Kudos to Kittle. Also, the only place that Garoppolo could have put that ball to even give him a chance to make a play on it. It was good coverage. Man, he got 2 guys over his way. And his head to put it over the 49ers are minus 10 yards on the first 13 plays. They have 15 yards. Deebo Samuel on first down carries for 2. See what they do at the top as well. On Darius Smith, they slow him down. There's the route. You try to piece that in there. It's just a really good throw and an outstanding catch. Throw it away and put it. the play that does.
How did he get there?
See where they put it down, about a yard short on first down yardage. Well, coming into this game, a couple of quotes. First by George Kittle. It's really kind of a dream come true. A night playoff game with Lambeau, 0 degrees. What more can you ask for? And for Devondre Campbell, the all-pro. On his one-year deal with the Pack, I love cold weather games when you can't feel your fingers and toes. You really find out who wants
They got this guy from the Cardinals, so maybe Devondre Campbell is going to win the Super Bowl over at the stadium of the Cardinals.
you really find out who wants to do a lot of things. They're down to one. Toss Mitchell, right side. Got it. First down. The second on
And Mitchell, number 25.
San Fran. What a steal the 49ers got. The life of Mitchell in the sixth.
They got Mitchell from the 6th round, Tom Brady in the 6th round, huh? Jimmy G's 6th playoff game against Snake Tom Brady.
Clark was in the backfield and he put the spin move on him. You called it, Joe, but there was nothing there. He turned it into a nice game, and then he picks up the first down on that last run. It's in a record-setting year, and he played in only 11 games. 963 yards. Rookie franchise record.
I really need to see more play action. I don't really like the play calling.
This play on third down and one. You see, there's some of the creativity that we've seen from Kyle Shanahan. He just takes everything out. Over there, a little friendly fire. It's the Rams game in Week 18 where the elbow sprain. The best left tackle in football in 2021.
Finally, the play action. Gets him. And Mitchell storms down over there.
Gary had pressure again, and this turns into a 16-yard play to Elijah Mitchell. I think they're going to have to give Compton some help out here at right tackle. We've seen Zadarius Smith out there on Rashawn Gary on him, and there was good coverage everywhere else. Garoppolo, great pocket presence by him, and then gives the ball out. Mitchell, third point, disaster. It's up to the play.
Round and pound, 49er football.
His shoulder and takes it to the 25, where he's hit by Jamin Sullivan. We're at the 2-minute warning, and the 49ers
2-minute warning.
7.
Game should be tied.
Get it going. 2 minutes left in the half at Lambeau. 7-0 Packers.
Some of my best memories growing up were cooking with Mom. She always said, food is love.
Now, interesting that round one, pick 3, was the 49ers for Trey Lance. A pick they got from Houston in Miami. Number 1, number 3, forming the 13 like LA.
Helps you live your dreams today. Find a Northwestern Mutual advisor at nm.com.
My freaking brain's just exploded. For rated PG-13 in theaters February 4th.
And this is the 49ers' 76th season overall. Naturally, this is when they go up against the GOAT, Tom Brady. For Brady's 31st win with the Bucs. Tom Brady against his childhood team.
Life can be a lot to handle. This man
And then the 49ers established 77 years ago. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Gematria 77. San Mateo, California, Gematria 77. Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo, the expected score, 7-7. Is of the 49ers established 77 years ago.
You got your taxes. Intuit TurboTax Live. Now, Intuit TurboTax Live brings you the best handoff of the week.
San Francisco fan has gematria of Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? His childhood team. His last trophy, Tom Brady, will happen against his childhood team. Childhood is gematria 78. Childhood has got gematria 78. It's the Bucs that's got gematria 78. And Montana has got gematria 78.
He's my new favorite player in the NFL. Just a really unselfish guy and a really talented player that has changed the entire outlook of this offense and what they're able to do. Only had 2 carries, no yards in that week 3 matchup. Change to 19. 49ers when they started handing and tossing and running Deebo Samuel inside ball. 2nd and 4. Here's a toss to him.
Our football. It is the San Francisco 49ers at gematria 129. The Bucs are 12-9 in the playoffs. Yeah, I do have that right. Before San Francisco.
There's not many receivers that are going to get in the backfield and run between the tackles the way he does. 4 first downs on this possession, none before that.
George Kittle. First and goal.
George Kittle with his 2nd catch on this possession. Yeah, just too easy. Soft coverage off the line of scrimmage. It's a too deep safety look, and so Kittle's able to take the middle. And there's just nobody there. Then you think back now, that catch that he made along that sideline there on 2nd down, that really ignited this drive, and this looks like something. Packers. And that leaves them in 9 and 1 timeout for the Green Bay Packers at the moment here in the first half. Let's find out what's coming up at halftime.
Watch the halftime show is coming up. We'll have highlights from the Bengals TITANS game, plus an exclusive interview with Joe Burrow and Christian Tink. And of course, our Hall of Famers will break down all the action. That's the kind of show, right?
Thanks. Congratulations. With that last second. First down and goal. Mitchell to the 4. The flag flies. We haven't seen better.
Well, their scores could be 7-3 with the Niners getting the ball back.
Offense number 71. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That is an area where Trent Williams, he has had a number of penalties this year.
Okay, Trent is gematria of 23 and 77. Can the score be 7-7 after the penalty?
This year, led the NFL in the red zone. They were good against Dallas, and their only possession, they scored a touchdown. But the way they finished the year, they've done the rest of the year.
These guys can't tackle him. Jimmy Garoppolo with a scripted interception. 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions in the playoffs for Jimmy G. He makes the deadly mistake right there. Jimmy gematria 25. It's Tampa Bay that's got Camacho at 25. He should have 3 touchdowns and 5 INTs to tie the game because of Tom Brady having Camacho at 35. 49ers get the ball to begin the second half.
Last week, the rest of the team was able to bail him out. Miss out on any opportunity here before the half to come away with any kind of points. It's a big mistake. Second red zone interception this season.
This score is 7-0 at half. 7-0 at the half. Jimmy having Jamacha 70. Giants defeated the Packers, one and done on 2 separate occasions. The Niners will not even play the timeout game. They're comfortable with just going to the locker. Okay, now they call a timeout.
Yeah, I heard the whistle. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers clearly was just going to let this run down. The 49ers trying to get the ball back here before the half. Can they get the ball after that? So he had the 49ers week 18 and that must win to get in against the Rams. And Garoppolo didn't play so well in the first half. Second half, he came back and played real well. Last week, he played great in the first half against Dallas, and then had some mistakes. Had the interception and got Dallas back into the ball game. But those are the decisions when you are in the playoffs that make the difference in winning and losing. When you're not able to capitalize against a good football team on the road and come away with any kind of points. Pass is caught by Jones. He's out of bounds.
Now, I don't get the purpose of that play. These guys will just get one timeout if they do get the ball back.
And that stops the clock and brings up third down. Well, we'll see whether or not Rodgers here wants to take any kind of shot or what exactly they're going to do. I think if they are able to pick this up, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to put something together. They're down 3. Rodgers steps through. He's got Jones.
Wide open. He's got a touchdown.
Down inside the 15.
Now he got a real comeback script.
They forgot about Aaron Jones. Here he is, but watch Jimmy Ward. Dante Johnson, he thinks he's got help. But Ward bites him.
Okay, if they do score a touchdown, here is what Jimmy has to do.
Just a blown coverage by San Francisco.
It's going to take an epic comeback to face off against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Giving Dante Johnson some help.
Jimmy G's birthday.
And he just runs right past them. And there they are.
And then that's 2.
You see Dante Johnson.
And then 1991.
Thought I was going to get some help from you over the top. Ward got caught peeking in the backfield. It's a big time mistake. Well, 75
And
yards,
then
down at 3. Remember that timeout?
what you get
Francisco took on
is a 15-6 life path numerology.
I saw what you saw. Rodgers
It will take plus 15 points to complete the comeback.
more timeout.
That is a lot of time on the clock.
Rodgers ball gets hit. It is on the ground, and let's see who comes away with it. It goes to force the fumble. Packers have it, but the clock continues to run.
Are they going to review the play? Okay, so we don't see the plus 15.
Avoid the turnover.
Okay,
Clock it with 3 seconds.
10-0.
Bring the field goal unit on.
Jimmy G, number 10.
Let's see if Bruce is the one that knocks it.
Need something now, Jimmy G.
The one who's coming off the edge right there. He gets it out. And just missed opportunity by San Francisco. They're able to get this. The helmet that looked like came in and got the ball. Bosa's helmet. letting the clock run down to 3 seconds, making this the last play of the half. And a timeout taken by the 49ers. We have 39.
Okay, and then the 49. Here's how you know the comeback is going to happen. The 49ers' 35th points versus the Packers this year to score the 7th points. Right there, if they're at 35 points, if they're coming back, if they cut it from 10 to 3, a lot like John Madden's 107 wins in the regular season, what you get is Tom Brady having gematria of 35. So the 35th points against Green Bay, very symbolic for San Francisco in the second half. And then that's when Jimmy G in the playoffs, 3 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Blocked! It's blocked! It's blocked! Blocked! It's blocked! 7-0 at the half. Jimmy, is his time. Jimmy can be the next team to send the Packers one and done at Lambeau there in Rodgers. Jimmy and Giants have gematria 70 to score 7-0. San Francisco 7, Green Bay 7. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that are going to face off against Jimmy G for the San Francisco fan, Tom Brady. And Sam Mateo holds all the cards. Tom Brady is cheering that blocked field goal. It's Tom Brady wants the 49ers. Tom Brady. And 49 computes to Green Bay, staying at 13 titles. A blocked field goal. It is blocked. That's got gematria of 25. Same gematria as Jimmy having gematria of 25. Good point, Harry. That's a great point.
It helps you take on winding roads with confidence. Anything basic but behind. The 2021 Nissan Altima. Anything but basic. Get a low $269 per month Nissan Altima, or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 14 models. This is Greg Hay, CEO of 72 Sold with a new.
Yeah, the talk calls at the Raiders' 42nd yard line. John Madden did. I mean, we all know with the Illuminati, it's the Raiders win the Super Bowl.
You can pick the date you want to close. You can even stay in your home for up to 6 months after.
And at the half, the Packers have scored 37 points against the 49ers this year, including the 30-28 victory. Los Angeles has got gematria 37. It is also Buccaneers that's got gematria 37. Jimmy Garoppolo's first half was rigged. Jimmy G is 3 for 9 passing. His 10th pass begins the second half. Would have been 10-0 without the blocked field goal. 3 of 9 passing. The Bengals were the winning team. Are we going to see something like Super Bowl 23 when Joe Montana drove down to win on the 33-year anniversary of Super Bowl 23? Will Aaron Rodgers be making it to Arizona instead?
They got the ball. They got great field position in the first half. I'm talking about the 49ers. And then they get the one really good drive. And the one thing Jimmy's got to know, and I know a lot of people like it, and then they don't like it. You got to protect the football. You got to say to yourself, I'm at least walking out of here with an opportunity.
49ers allowed 24 points so far in the playoffs. The winning team today, of course, was the Bengals. And the Bucks has got Gematria of 24. The 49ers are still stuck at 17. The 24th, the 29th, the 30th points. The 30th points would tie the game. This is where Burrow needs to beat Joe Montana.
Against the San Francisco 49ers. And the one thing, I like it when Debo Samuel is in the backfield. Debo something in the backfield. But look at it.
I'm not very impressed with Green Bay today. Really, the 49ers should have had the catches, right? They dropped their touchdown drive, but the Packers should have really come in and really assert some more authority. They're getting the feeling that the Packers are keeping the 49ers in this football game.
It's been 12 pass attempts that he's dropped back for Garoppolo has. He's been sacked 3 times and knocked down 4-4. Yeah, he only down last set. That's the big thing. And still only 7-0. In fact, the only touchdown we saw happened on the very opening drive of the game as the Packers got into the end zone. A.J. Dillon made 7-0. That's where it stands. We're talking about the second half and the NFC. Right after this.
Verizon is going ultra, and so is our best unlimited plan ever. With 5G ultra wideband and many more cities. Zero extra cost. This is going ultra, so you can too.
Okay, Brady versus Jimmy G. We are waiting to see Brady against the 49ers in the playoffs. Brady versus Jimmy G at Gematria 60. This is before the Buffalo Bills. It's going to be the Cardinals coach, the former Cardinals coach, that's going to have to do the dirty work of beating the Rams and beating the 49ers. Cardinals coach Bruce Arians beats the teams in the Cardinals division with Tom Brady at quarterback. Now the Bucks will be 7-0 in the playoffs before the Super Bowl, and they will be 7-0 after beating Jimmy G, because Jimmy has got Gematria 70. So against Jimmy G, they will win. Brady versus Jimmy G having Gematria 60. Tom Brady 6-0 versus the NFC. Jimmy has got Gematria 70. The Buccaneers 7-7. Right after beating Jimmy G. Another home game for Tampa. The Buccaneers' 10th win at home. Bucks 10-0 at home. 11-0 at home. 11 for 11.
Well, you know, Ryan Tannehill, Henry coming out, hasn't played the last 6 weeks. But Ryan Tannehill, you got to step it up, play big time in this playoff game. His 3rd interception of the game against Cincinnati, that was Wilson, he intercepted. And it came down to the final play. 4 seconds left. Evan McPherson with a game winner. Here's Joe Burrow with Christina May.
All right, thanks a lot, Joe. I mean, as you just said, that was crazy. And how else would you describe on the road in Nashville to a game?
It was unbelievably hard. That's a really good team. But, you know, we made plays when we needed to. So it's a exciting win for us, but we're going to move on to the next one. Still big night, obviously, but I watch the games and see what we got.
I know you said Evan had ice in his veins, but from your perspective, what do you think as he spits the
On the field or on the field, as he was walking out there, I knew he was going to make it. That's the kind of guy that is. We knew what we had with him in camp. The way he carried himself, the way he talked to guys, it was unbelievable.
very special? Congrats, Joe.
Thank you. First road playoff win in Bengals franchise history. I'm here since LA. Just Terry Joe Burrow team. Now, it's Joe Namath, as far as I'm concerned. I told you earlier today, he's got the swagger of Namath. The delivery. McConkey, I like the way he played. I love the way he dressed. They got to protect him there. 9 sacks today. He's going to need ice to for them to take that.
Oh, and another guy with swagger, Aaron Rodgers. His Packers lead 7-0 during halftime against the 49ers. Second half in Lambeau. Coming up.
Video signing up. Jimmy G is born in the year 91. That's the Macho Buccaneers. I do expect a Joe Montana-esque performance in the second half from Jimmy G. Joseph Burrow, Joe Montana.
It's time to break free. I want to break free. Ready to break free? Plan your getaway with Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe. Feel free.
If you were injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LONG-HINDERS, Arizona's motorcycle lawyers.
Hey, thanks for watching another huge NFL playoff matchup on Fox 10. I'm Richard Sides. Coming up right after the game, we'll break down the highlights. Plus, what will it take for the Bengals to get past teams like the 49ers, Rams, and Packers next season? We take a look at the Cards' situation and the big name roster changes that could take place in the offseason.
Hey, it's here Santos. Sunday night on Sports Night, the U.S. men's national team in the Valley to gear up for the World Cup qualifying. Can the Valley's own Brooks Lennon make the squad? And we check in with the ACU Roots to find out why the World Cup for one of the best starts in school history. That award, Sports Night, Sunday at 10:30.
Hey, everybody. Exciting times next week on ATAN. We take you out to Glendale where they are prepping for the next Super Bowl. They're unveiling the official logo. Arizona hosting the big game for a record time 4 times. And Fox 10 is your exclusive home for Super Bowl 57.
Plus, they explore the benefits of horse therapy, how a local group is using wild horses to help those struggling with mental illness.
And Daphne Oz talked about her new cooking show, The Good Dip.
And I'm heading out to Buckeye Day. Cattle Drives, Cowboys, and the Hell with Bob and Rubio. See you all next week on ACAN. This week on Newsmaker Saturday, Dr. John White from WebMD on the second anniversary of the coronavirus. And what have we learned? Is this the final chapter of the health crisis? And starting a new police department from the ground up. Queen Creek is doing it. We talked with the chief tonight at 10:30 here on Fox 10.
Today's kickoff is presented by Intuit TurboTax Live. Hand off your taxes to an expert who will do your taxes for you and get you the maximum refund guaranteed.
Garoppolo is sacked again. Goes to the end zone where he's picked. Too many times from Jimmy Garoppolo. That was tonight's game flow brought to you by Progressive. 7-0. That's the score. And this at the end of the half. The field goal try by Crosby, the reaction by Kyle Shanahan, the reaction by Matt LaFleur. And the game remains 7-0. And we will welcome you back inside the broadcast booth. As you can see there briefly, snow is starting to swirl around here at Lambeau Field. It's a great setting. It's like a snow globe out there right now. And the 49ers are going to get the ball to start the second half.
So Jimmy G,
Possession for the Green Bay Packers. That one play at the end of the half. We didn't see a whole lot of offense.
28 for 49 versus the Packers this year. Packers, Scott Kabacha, 28.
It appeared was the guy that gave up the big play down the field. Aaron Jones up that sideline. is a return by Deebo Samuel. And Deebo, this pays off for the 49ers. He is
Like around the 49 to the 50-yard line.
what a time to put big number 19 back there, and it's a return of 45 yards. Is there anything he can't do? I mean, how about this return to set up this offense to start this third quarter? Just outstanding job. Physical punishment at the end of this play on Kevin King. And the ball in midfield for the 49ers, trailing by 7. Fourth career kickoff.
50 yards, a lot like Brady having Gematria 50.
With some running room off to the right. And a gain of 5 down to Tom Brady.
Joe took it to Kyle Shanahan, totally energized by that block. Kid said that's exactly the play we needed. Offensively, he said he was pleased with things at the end of the half, putting some first downs together, getting into the red zone, but that's a mistake we just can't make. It also stressed we have to find more ways to get Deebo Samuel the ball, which we just saw. Defensively, have to keep up the pressure on Aaron Rodgers. He loved the fact that they found a way to only leave that first half down one score, guys.
And here they are, going second and 5 at the Green Bay 45, and a toss to Samuel. He's a yard short of a first down and down to
And in talking to Matt LaFleur about what's working for this Packers team, he said, I love their excitement. I love the way they come. Now, what is San Francisco's defense doing against Aaron Rodgers? He said, we knew that they were a good one. Maybe Rodgers is just going to have to get the ball out a little bit. You mentioned the wing, you mentioned the phrase, and asked Matt if anything changes with the play calling in these conditions. He said, from here, we can play it.
third down and 1. Handoff to Mitchell for the first
The Niners are looking very physical right now. Starting to get very comfortable running the ball.
Mitchell left early in the ballgame with an ankle injury. We haven't seen him since. First down here for the 49ers. Well, the first 2 plays of this drive, they went with the pressure run. They went to the right side on first down, the left side on second down. But this offensive line, once they get people moving and they get the right game going, Kyle Shanahan will stick to it for sure. They stick to it here as Mitchell started to lose his footing and goes forward.
They need to cut to the inside more.
That zone scheme going, the wide zone, and then try to hit the perimeter. If it's not there, we see the cutback lane taken. They played that down run very well. 49er football with 4 straight runs to start this second half. He said, get the ball to Deebo Samuel. He's at the top of the screen. No catches for Deebo until now. Makes the catch.
No one wants to tackle this guy. Number 19, the Bengals scoring 19 points in their victory today.
You see 6 guys out there in front of him with gold helmets. I mean, just an excellent job. Get the ball and he picks his spot. He's hard to get to the ground, but really good execution with those offensive linemen coming out and helping lead the way. The average 10 yards after the catch to lead the NFL. That one for 18. His first catch of the game.
This Deebo Samuel guy.
I think it is really something. You see Elijah Mitchell and the speed and quickness that he has, and then the fact the running back position as wide receiver.
Born on the 15th day. Same gematria as Tampa.
receivers coach Wes Welker when it came to the sideline. Second down and 4. Here's Mitchell now. Trying to get to the edge. Throws a stiff arm into Stokes and sets up.
Look at Mitchell go. First and goal.
That play. That might have been called on Elijah Mitchell grabbing the face mask of Eric Stokes. Yeah, that's right where the flag came out.
Personal foul. Face mask. Offense number 25.
That is a big one.
First and goal. And marches the ball back outside the 20 to the 21. It's just a killer, Joe, because now you're behind the chains. I mean, they've done such a good job on this drive of staying ahead of them. Run the quick ball. They got the quick passing game out to Debo. He picks up the first down and then back in there. Run low. But now, Debo's going to have to make a play. Typically, they shut it down. But it looked like the play clock was at 0. Could also be an illegal formation, which drops the play clock.
Illegal formation. By the offense. The tackle is on the end of the line under cover. It's a contract penalty. You take it down.
So either way, it's a fair penalty, and that backs up the 49ers 5 more yards. Yeah, it's just Ayuk, he was unsettled. He wasn't real sure where to go to begin with. And Big Trent Williams comes up limping after working against Preston Smith on that last play. We'll keep an eye on that. 2nd and 19. This is nearly it.
23-yard line, a lot like Super Bowl 23.
Stokes has his head up. It looked like the ball whistled right by his head. Well, I think it did. If he's not even looking at the ball, he's looking at the receiver, because had he been looking at it, he should have picked that off. That would have been a big 6. He comes in behind. He's only playing the receiver to make the tackle. If he comes up in front, you see that he's going to beat the receiver, Mitchell, the ball. I mean, Jimmy just got away with another one. Ball at the 23, 3rd down at 16.
16 yards, a lot like Joe Montana.
Screen for Samuel. He's going to take it down to the 11 where it will be 4th down. Well, it's probably not exactly the way that Kyle Shanahan wanted to do it. When you're talking about 3rd and long, rather than trying to pick up the first down and get the ball down the field, and that's not what any 49ers fan wants to see with Deebo Samuel now on the ground. See the hit by Chris Barnes.
He got absolutely big.
Started to get off the field and then just went down. And the 49ers' best player on offense needs attention. 4th down when we come back.
It's Brandon Ayuk. With Deebo Samuel, it's Brandon Ayuk. Drafted 25th overall by the 49ers. Gematria of Tampa. Brandon Ayuk. It's Brandon Ayuk that has gematria of 135. He is the key to Green Bay being 13-5.
Carlos here grills it fresh all day long. But you don't need to know all that to know that real food just tastes better. Chipotle, for real.
You could write about that email you just sent with the typo. And most of the info is totally outdated. Or you can use Slack and edit your message after it's sent. Slack, where the future works.
Innovation usually looks something like this. But what if it didn't? What if it looked like a family truck that powers a family home? Or an ordinary drive made extraordinary? Let's change what innovation looks like. From floating around in your own personal space capsule up here to what we can build for all Americans down here.
We're going to do our first date on Zoom. The town doesn't get very good internet, so I'm missing every other word.
I said, I'm fine. One.
Truly.
Welcome to The Flash. Premieres Thursday, March 17th on Fox.
Today, they are sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save you buckle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance.
Debo Samuel taking deep breaths over on the bench. He's got a little bit of everything.
He looks good.
Because here's the hit on that third down screen. He got hit hard by Chris Barnes. Now a 29-yard try by Robbie Gould. And Gould remains perfect in his postseason career.
19 straight field goals.
tries. Here's Debo Samuel.
Why 19 keeps on popping up? Well, it's today's 33-year anniversary of Super Bowl 23. The Bo Jackson curse ended. The Bills' 19th win can happen against against Cincy.
How much he means to this offense, but you just get the sense if there's any way possible, he'll continue to
33-year anniversary of Super Bowl 23 between the Bengals and 49ers. The drive occurred, and Montana came back to win the game when the score was 16-13. The 19 points made it 19-16 before the a point after. So therefore 20-16. Scored 7-3. Brady 7-3 in the Super Bowl. And it's Packers. That's got Gematria of 73. My question is, will the game be 10-3 at any point? Possible. Very possible.
opens the NASCAR season with a must-see event at the fabled LA Coliseum. And on February 20th, the Great American Race, the Daytona 500 returns.
And this is the 49ers' 31st points
Fox Sports happy to announce that
versus Green Bay this year. And the GOAT, Tom Brady. And 31st win in Tampa, Brady versus San Francisco.
First down to the first possession for Green Bay in the second half. Play action from Rodgers. Got away from Bosa and then throws it away.
This Bosa guy is an absolute freak. He really is.
In some pain just a moment ago. And he gets looked at over on that. Good job there in the secondary by San Francisco. Got outside the pocket. Could have gone immediately to Adams, but he thought he might have a shot down the field deep. But the 49ers retired and just gave him nowhere left to go with the ball. Rodgers has to pull it down again, and he finds
Oh, he dropped it.
Decided Warner over the middle. They're still without Robert Tunyon. They played 8 games. They missed him, and Warner couldn't haul it in. Well, you can see the stress that they put on the defense. This secondary is so accustomed to the front, being able to get to the quarterback that there's a clock in their head as well. They're not anticipating the play's going to stay alive. They allowed Warner to work the middle, and just a drop Rodgers underneath to Jones. Greenlaw makes the play.
And now the 49ers get the ball back. Today is the 33-year anniversary of Super Bowl 23. It's Coach Vrabel. That is now 2-3 in the playoffs. And same thing with LaFleur. LaFleur will be 2-3 in the playoffs as well on the 33-year anniversary of Super Bowl 23. Patriots, Scott Camacho, 37. Los Angeles. Buccaneers, Scott Camacho, 37. And now notice the 49ers are down 3-7.
Snow falling, Lambeau Field, great scene. Divisional playoff weekend here in Green Bay.
Jimmy G, 6 for 12. Pass number 13 on the next drive.
Actually, that was 2008.
Look out for the next passing play for Jimmy G. Rodgers, 13 completions on 19 attempts on the bench. 19 passing attempts.
Let me guess, a Big Mac? Where's my Big Nugget, Dad?
What we know.
I can really see it.
Enjoy it. Tea class for $6 on the key. Good tea. Chicken McNuggets for limited time every time.
Around the corner, you'll find the American dream hard at work. You'll find the food that brings it together and the stuff that makes life beautiful. And just around the corner, you'll find the UPS store too, helping them every way we can. We're in the business of keeping your business with printing, packaging, shipping, all designed to get you in, out, and on air. So you can be stronger, be stronger, be unstoppable. Just around the corner, the UPS store.
Time we have the talk. No doubt. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places, so even here, I can use my new iPhone 13 Pro with 5G.
Right. Childhood team. Jimmy G and the 49ers here. 26 points scored in the playoffs for San Francisco with 23-3. That's Jumanji comeback. The 49ers 33rd points in the playoffs, regardless, on the 33-year anniversary of Super Bowl 23, will take the lead for their 33rd win versus the Packers. So, Tom Brady's childhood team, that's his script. Jimmy G, number 10. Number 10, take the lead. 10-7. Brady, 10 Super Bowl apps, 7 rings. Synced up with Tom Brady. The ball on the 28-yard line, the gematria of Packers. That was a wobbler. How are these balls not getting picked off? A very lucky 13th passing attempt. Cutting to the inside. That's what the 49ers running game has to do.
Chris Barnes, who's been active for the Packers. There have been some dangerous throws by Jimmy Garoppolo, but he's fortunate he hasn't been picked. When you start throwing the ball to the flat like he has, if you're late on that throw, and because of the angle that the defender has, I mean, it's a risky throw. The ones he's made have very easily could be big
Third and 5, gematria of Tom Brady. And down he goes again.
There's just nowhere for him to go. You're going to see use check here, number 44, and he and Deebo Samuel, they run and beat each other at the time that Garoppolo was out there. And there's just no time after that.
And the 22nd playoff win for San Francisco since Super Bowl 23 can occur today against Aaron. Look out for the 10-3 scoreline. It wouldn't surprise me if this game is tied at 10.
People think unusual circumstances means complicated taxes. But for a TurboTax Life expert like me, it just makes things interesting. So give us the ambitious new startup, the failed small business. All of your dependents and dependents. Yes, give us your surprise inheritance. We're all injuries too. Even your semi-nomadic life in a van. And in tree life, you need an even greater refund. You do your thing. We've got your taxes.
Definitely, if the 49ers win this game with this defense, they're going to be so hyped up against Tom Brady.
State Farm has rates that fit any budget. Well, why Courtney's? Spare that one. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today. This is the move right here. Boom. Boom.
My turn. My bag of chips. And your front truck.
I think we have different definitions of sharing.
Absolutely, Ramita.
Wow. So many things.
Let's put up the phone. Look who's got the best fans. We're next. The Clown F1 team and their fans are competing like never before.
I do not know how Jimmy G has not thrown a pick. Well, he has thrown a pick. He threw a pick in the red zone, but I'm not sure how he was not able to get out an interception. That's what I like to know. I think a good expected scoreline is 13-10. 13-10. How about that?
Continue with the NFL on Fox. Feels like 0 now. It's dropped it a couple. 7-3 game.
49ers are definitely the real deal in terms of defense.
Not able to go here tonight. Devontae Adams is the only Green Bay wide receiver to be targeted in the game. 3 catches on the
Only one receiver targeted. What is going on?
Draws a crowd. Dante Johnson on the stop with Alshire to gain of 7. We saw Bakhtiari there on the sidelines.
Most people polled have wanted to see the Buccaneers up against the 49ers.
Ready to play. They were unsure as to whether Bakhtiari would be able to go, and as the week progressed, then it became more and more doubtful. But what was going to happen if he didn't play? Were they going to go with
2nd and 3, Super Bowl 23.
Down as Emmanuel Mosley made that tackle, but they were hoping obviously to have him that let that Billy Turner right tackle towards Josh Myers. So with all the shuffling, what kind of impact was that going to have game has had a fair amount of pressure. Of course, this is an outstanding defensive front, but how much of the lack of continuity is playing into that? They're down at one. They hand
He got the first down. 13-10, the final score.
Such a big part of the running game and really developed as a receiver this year. Patrick Taylor is their other back on the active roster. He came off the practice squad week 9 after they lost Kyler Hill, the rookie, to torn ACL. They definitely are at their best running the football when they have the 1-2 punch. Best players are set to face off the Pro Bowl field in Las Vegas. That's the 2022 Pro Bowl, presented by Verizon on Sunday, February 6th at 3 p.m. Tom Orr, watch the excitement on ABC, ESPN, and ESPN Deportes. Of course, Randall Cobb, they got him back. They've not been able to get the ball into his hands, but he's definitely a guy that Aaron Rodgers wanted on this team that got him. He has a lot of trust in him. Jones, yard short, but I think right now Matt LaFleur is starting to feel this offensive line in the running game. You know, not putting
Now the game was won 19-16 today by the Titans. 35 point. Won by the Bengals. Tom Brady, Gematria 35 is the obvious example. 3rd and 1. I like 10-3 score. San Francisco just keeps on overcoming expectations. They're keeping their team in the game, the 49er defense. First down at the 49-yard line.
Patrick Taylor comes in. First time we've seen him as Aaron Jones checks out.
They're going to give Aaron Jones a break here. I was going to say now all bets are off with Taylor coming into the game. I thought they would, maybe they still will stick.
Aaron Jones. It's Jones that has Gematria 63 and 18, a lot like Jerry Jones. Bill's got Gematria of 18. He's got it. Let's see if 10-3 holds up. It's Buffalo that's got Gematria 63. Maybe after Buffalo wins the Super Bowl this year.
Rodgers with a flick of a wrist. I mean, he can't really slide into that because of the pressure in his face. Adams, because he starts to threaten Jimmy Ward down the field, he's essentially one-on-one with Taywan Williams. 25 yards to Adams. First down at the 24.
All right, the Packers calling a timeout. 33 seconds left. 33-year anniversary.
The pass rush isn't as good. And he said, I feel quicker because everybody else around him slows down.
Yeah, he definitely feels like he has an advantage from that standpoint. But also, this is a field, and we've not seen it so much tonight. It hasn't been much of a factor, but it's a field that can get slick when the temperatures drop, and this is probably the least amount of slipping that I've seen when we come here and done games late in the season, but that's to the advantage of the receivers also. I don't know that anyone likes playing in the cold, even the Packers players, but the advantage that they have, one is their...
Now, if what they say about 19 is true, then Jimmy G, number 10, and winning quarterback Burrow, number 9. He's got him. Plus Burrow 9 adds up to 19. Now, who is the penalty on? Against the 49ers. They'll be able to run another play.
It was interesting prior to that play, the Packers called timeout. They get Aaron Jones back in the game after now that previous play.
What kind of play is that? They spot him around the 19, 18-yard line. They really stick you up to 19, are they?
And that will be it for the first 3 quarters as we try to figure out who is headed to the NFC Championship game next Sunday. From your local Fox station.
He knows you. You know him too. This job is not for the faint of heart. It's Walter's world, but we all live in it.
The guy who caught the touchdown for that Super Bowl is John Taylor, number 82. And it is Tampa that will be 8-2 in the playoffs with Brady before Super Bowl 56. So John Taylor's number is going to connect with Tampa Bay in a very big way. They're going to be 8-2 in the playoffs before the Super Bowl, and then Bruce Arians, that's his playoff record. I should say that's not the Tom Brady's record. That's Arians' playoff record. You'll be 8-3. It was 1-2 or something with Arizona.
They really showed us what they could do. Thinking about selling your home? Just put in your address and get your home. Sold.com.
My new spicy club sandwich with a bigger, crispier, and a spicy fillet. Or tossed in the perfect spicy taste tingling.
Apparently, Tom Brady saw the catch as a kid against the Dallas Cowboys with Frank Clark.
Go 5 days a week? Maybe. Not when you get such great seats. I can't say no to these things.
Get your seat tickets to sports, concerts, and live events.
Rodgers with 23 completions. Definitely a lot of narration. Okay, that was the last game. Aaron Rodgers' next pass would be pass number 23 to begin the fourth quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
If you're injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TITANS, Arizona's Motorcycle Warriors. Playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax Live. Aerial coverage provided by Tubi. The drive 8 plays. Aaron Jones has touched the ball 6 times. 64 total yards in this game. Compared to the 49ers offense with just 116. The 75-yard catch and run before halftime doesn't hurt those numbers. Well, the 2 guys that are hurting the 49ers, as you said, Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams. That's it. I mean, it's those 2 guys. And so now that you're down here in the red zone defensively, can you get hands on Devontae Adams and knock him out of the picture? Do something with Aaron Jones, but they didn't have an answer for either one. Rodgers throws. Here's Adams, and he gets...
He got rocked up.
Mosley's out there. It's not a trap. He's watching. You see number 4. He comes up immediately and makes a play. Yeah, it's big third down here. You just feel that if they score a touchdown here, it's going to be awfully hard on San Francisco.
He's got him.
His first of the night. A nice catch to get a first down for Green Bay. It's a nice catch.
Looks like those scored.
Because he pushes on the defender to get him on his
Jimmy G has 10 fourth quarter comebacks
See how he leans on him a little bit, and that's Greenlaw,
in his career.
who's back on his heels, and he comes out of it, and he goes down and makes a
And then if they do score, they'd be down 11.
haven't gotten physical with anybody off the line of scrimmage. First down and goal, 11th play of this game. It's Jones. Inches him inside the 5.
Let's see if he's got any Alex Smith heroics.
Matt LaFleur, you saw a moment ago, meeting his former mentor, Kyle Shanahan, for the 5th time. Each side has one choice. Packers will pay back for that NFC champion loss 2 years ago. One-on-one here with Devontae Adams. Flags prior to the
What happened now?
Zebucon brought down Aaron Jones.
That's a false start.
Self-destruct.
Back up Green Bay.
False start. Offense right tackle. 5-yard penalty.
Can't even say the number.
Second down.
Can't give the number anymore.
There it was right there that moved.
It's Dennis Kelly, free agent from Tennessee.
The losing team, the Tennessee Titans, a free agent from Tennessee.
If they are in this divisional playoff game for the Packers. Second goal. Pass is caught, but Aaron Jones spinning and going to the ground. He needed just 2.
And you don't see that very often where the ball is not in a position to where Jones can catch it and see if he can't make something like this. It's a heck of a catch by Aaron Jones.
They're down a goal from the 8. Over the top in the slot on Devontae Adams and two defenders.
They got him.
Most of us hit as well. But Eric Armstead was there. What a year he's had for the 49ers. It's 4th down. Well, you're going to see that Devontae Adams is going to try to run a go route off of that. He runs into K'Wan Williams, and that's where Rodgers was looking.
13 points now in the game.
In the end zone to Adams. And then all of a sudden Armstead.
The 19th points for San Francisco can tie the game.
A nice drive by Green Bay to make
Actually,
it down there. It was a must-have stop for the 49ers.
the 19th points of the actual game, because, it'd be 9-10, and then boom, 10-10, PAT. That'd be the 19 points of the game. So when the touchdown happens, that would be the 19th points of the game.
On the latest hashtag challenge, everyone on social media is
I still like 13-3 San Francisco.
the hashtag common sense. Can't keep up. This is gonna get tens and tens of views.
It'd be 36 points in the playoffs for San Francisco if they win 13-10. A lot like Montana having Gematria 36.
Allstate, protected from maybe for a whole lot less.
Jimmy G, 13 passing attempts. His 19th pass attempt. What's going to happen?
Consumers on legit to max and get an iPhone 13 and T-Mobile will pay for it.
Upgrade to the iPhone 13 on us.
to score 21 points using Experian Boost.
I boosted my credit score with Experian Boost.
So they stick with that motherfucker? They're going to find out exactly what's the case. So 36 points for the playoffs for San Francisco can win the game. There are 36 points in Super Bowl 23. And 13 points to keep the Packers at 13 championships. Jimmy G has to show his inner Tom Brady right now.
That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those, a fighting spirit.
What if your resume was more than a resume? What if it could adapt and improve? What if it opened doors you didn't know existed?
Jimmy G with 53 attempts versus San Francisco this season. And that's the Jumanji comeback, having Jumanji 53. Super Bowl 23 anniversary, the 33-year anniversary is today.
Well, Aaron Rodgers in his postseason career against the 49ers, the team he grew up rooting for, Chico, California, about 2.5-hour drive north of San Francisco, 0-3. Divisional game, 13, a wild card game, and the championship game in Santa Clara 2 years ago. A-Rod is here. Watching A-Rod.
Boo! Fuck A-Rod.
Never know where Alex Rodriguez is going to pop up. Deebo Samuel on the return.
Ball starts around the 28. The 28's a Jumanji Taylor, John Taylor, and then the coach, Zach Taylor, the winning coach today.
It is so good with snow falling here in January and playoff atmosphere. This one, Garoppolo is just 6 for 13 for 76 yards and 1 interception. Down by 7, Spain's hands divisional. Nice game on the first down. Gets 7. Well, that's a start. The defense did their part in forcing the Packers to settle for the 3 points. Still a 1-possession game. Anything can happen. Kyle Shanahan, I've talked about it, and it's in his DNA. He wants to run the football and get this pound this front as best he can. That was a good way to start this drive. And his running back, Mitchell, from Louisiana. Trying to chew up some yards on this cold night in Tampa. 2nd and 3. They hand it to
Hughes check.
He's touching it tonight, and he's got a first down at the San Francisco 49. 13-yard carry.
So remember, the game could be 6 to 10. It could be 13 to 10.
Quick hitter right inside. Really good job. Alex Mack, he makes a nice block in the middle. We got George Kittle. He gets rolled up. He's checked the longest 49er run of the game.
Again, how does that ball not get intercepted?
And Garoppolo backpedaling as he let it fly. A loss of 1 on the play. Well, again, these are just throws when you're under duress and you just reach out and you just throw it to unload it. There's other places to get rid of the football to avoid a sack. But these are risky throws that he has made. That one a loss of a couple yards. Throws it into the ground with Mitchell. That ball bounced. Mitchell was the target on a screen with heavy pressure by Rashawn Gary. And Dean Lowry, he just sniffs this out. I mean, he immediately, he doesn't take the bait. Immediately as he starts to come up the field, he sees that it's a screen pass, and so he takes the line to Mitchell, and there was just nowhere then for Garoppolo to go with it. Here he is here. This is just such a good job by him. Skip into the leg of Trent Williams.
They said the game clock is 9:12 and the play clock is 25 seconds. The play clock was marked by signal. The game clock was marked with set.
So it's third down and 11. I mean, at some point, Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have to make a play. There's no doubt. And on the last play, the screen pass that we just saw, they actually had one-on-one on Brandon Ayuk, and I get a play somewhere along the line. Throws to Kittle. There's a play, first down and
Kittle.
30. Good throw, good catch. Decent coverage by Stokes for 24 yards. The route at the top of this, watch Kittle right there. He gets Stokes on his heels, and then he's able to go to the middle, and Garoppolo makes a good throw. They had those opportunities early. We saw the drop that Kittle had in the first quarter. But, yeah, they needed a play there, and they're able to deliver. 24 yards on third and 11. And up to Tampa. Samuel brought down by Sullivan. Really nice gain on first down of 5. Well, he delivers the punishment when he runs the football. He does not avoid contact. He's physical. Runs with great power. It's pretty impressive to watch. I don't know if there's many defensive backs that want to get in the middle of it with Deebo Samuel. Second and 5. Mitchell dropped, and it was TJ Slate, the rookie.
They're surely not going to run their way to victory.
Trying to block back with Alex Mack and TJ Slayton. You're going to see Mack, he's working the other way, and then they just got some kind of blown assignment there in order to allow Slayton to get right in the middle. Get the penetration, there's no chance whatsoever. Jair Alexander out there defensively for the Packers. This is his return. He's played less than 10 plays on defense. Been practicing since December 8th. He was hurt in week 4. Hasn't played the game since. There's the one-on-one at the bottom. And this is caught. Shannon short of first.
Decision time.
As Amos makes the sure-handed tackle. He does. He's got to believe they're going for it here. And they get in this position, and they were looking at third and long, and by this completion then to Jennings, it allows them to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth and 1. They got big Trent Williams right here in the wing spot.
That was going nowhere.
Packers defense steps up.
Big stand, still 10-3.
Rashawn Gary, what a night. Couple of sacks and then play on fourth down. And he was not alone. 52, a star.
Aaron Rodgers losing to Tom Brady as it stands. That's what tough.
Packers have it up 7.
Today, you have to deal with a lot of moving parts. You want everything
That play looked very suspect. It really did. Maybe the plan is for the Packers to win. That play looked very suspect. No play action or anything just by the looks of it.
across your plans. From comes your way. The wheels keep moving, seamlessly modernizing your operations. That's why so many businesses work with IBM. That's a good one.
The BK $5 Your Way deal is here to make your choice easy and so tasty. Go straight to the double Whopper Junior with piping hot salt fries, these crispy nuggets, and a refreshing small treat. Can you believe you get all this for only $5? The $5 Your Way deal.
So you gotta believe that Jimmy G is gonna have the ball with a chance to tie it.
With Verizon 5G ultra wideband now in many more cities. Hey, it's Mindy. Hello, you got it 10 times faster.
If it's really synced up with Super Bowl 23, then Jimmy G is gonna get the last drive of this game down 10-3.
Gillette's complete lineup of tools and facial hair care products. This is the Style Master. Design and style your stubble in one stroke. Pivoting metal head that defines every edge. The 3 comb lengths for added versatility. One tool that helps you choose, change, and master your style. King's Gillette.
So far, San Francisco has allowed 27 points in the playoffs. 27 is the playoffs of where they're based at, which is Santa Clara. I can totally see overtime for this game.
Welcome back to the Divisional playoff presented by Intuit TurboTax Live. Well, Charlie Warner, he doesn't make the block on Rashawn Gary, but they're kicking out here. Remember early in the first half, they ran this and they picked it up? Looked like the exact same play designed to go out wide. Mitchell hits it inside.
You got to run play action there. The defense probably knew the play that was being ran during that stop.
Johnson. He was in on that stop as well. And they'll have to check on the 8th-year corner. Well, they're thin already at that position.
So if the Niners do drive down and the game is 10-9 with a touchdown before the point after, that'd be the gematria of Los Angeles. Already saw a similar magic today when the Titans almost came back down 16-6. We're probably going to start to see that again for this game. Another home win, another home game for Tom Brady.
It's our best plan ever. Verizon is going ultra, so you can too.
The KFC chicken sandwich is only served one way. Straight from the fryer, piping hot, and Kentucky Fried to order. If you don't like it this way, you'll have to go somewhere else. KFC.
We'll see what happens here. A 10-yard touchdown to John Taylor won the game for San Francisco.
Rise to the challenge with the Honda Pilot and all-new Passport Trail Sports.
I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like this will happen. So let the Geico Insurance Agency help you with homeowners insurance. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Bundle and save even more at Geico.com. Audiences love TV's powerful new drama.
Anything happens. Sorry, my son.
I saw similar magic against the Rams during that last week of the regular season on a day of 1-9. Another 19 here for this game.
Johnson went helmet to helmet. DJ Jones got up a lot faster than Dante, and they'll check on Dante in the medical tent. Meanwhile, Josh Norman comes in for him on 2nd down and 8. We'll see whether or not Aaron Rodgers wants to take advantage of that. He certainly is aware that Josh Norman just took his spot. Norman's done some good things this year. He's had some tough moments as well. Look who he just grew. Now he's going to get some help here by Jaquaski Tart. Rodgers right to him. And incomplete. Norman was there. The throw a little bit too low out of reach of Devontae Adams. He wanted to test him right away. Norman got his hands up, tried to get his hands on him. It's just a throw that Rodgers got away from Rodgers, and that's why he's looking up at the sky, thinking that he didn't even give Adams a chance. He's able to beat Norman off the ball right away.
Still stuck at 19 attempts.
They bring him right back out to him again here. It's the exact same look. They're going to get help with Carr to his side. They're down at 8. Rodgers is sitting.
They got him again.
49ers defense.
Armstead, number 91.
It's a punt on 4th down. They bring 5 this time. Typically a 4th
The gematria of Buccaneers.
See Jimmy Ward coming in, and then Eric Armstead. He beats Lucas Patrick inside. Patrick has hands on eventually, but then he turns him loose because he feels the pressure from Bosa. And they're able to make a big stop. Sacked by the 49ers.
And the 49ers have scored the touchdown. That was blocked. Special teams, special teams, special teams. Scripted. Tom Brady against Jimmy G. Punt block is Jumanji 33 years later. 10-3. Packers up. Completely scripted and synced up with the State Farm Super Bowl because it's State Farm that's got Jumanji of 103. Synced up. All synced up. In scripted fashion, the 33rd points in the playoffs for San Francisco.
Special teams units that have been under fire all season long. When you go back to what you reported earlier in the game, when we talked to Kyle Shanahan,
This game will end 13-10.
he told us coming into this game, this is the one time
The 36 points
advantage on special teams.
for the 49ers in the playoffs to win.
Points that
Montana is Jumanji 36. It's Cardinals, the site of next year's Super Bowl that has Jumanji of 36.
it's why the 49ers were even,
It's Niner, that's Jumanji of 33.
and it's why now the sack by Eric Armstead.
The 23rd points of this game for the right to face off against Tom Brady. Vrabel 2-3 playoffs. And now LaFleur 2-3 in the playoffs. Super Bowl 23 anniversary.
Special teams almost since the season began.
So that 4th down play by the 49ers looked tricky. The Jimmy G interception,
And these fans will turn their
special teams and defense.
Rodgers in a 10-10 game as the Packers are about to get it
And keep in mind that it's Patriots that's got Jamacho 36, or Tom Brady played for, the 36 points in the playoffs for the 49ers. That'd be funny if they fumbled.
Out of bounds up near the 30. The divisional playoffs continue tomorrow. The Rams and the Bucs on NBC, followed by the Bills and the Chiefs on CBS. Of course, next Sunday, don't miss the AFC Championship game on CBS, followed by the NFC Championship game on Fox. All games are presented by Intuit TurboTax Live. Well, Dante Johnson is back on the field. He's right here. Rodgers has to get away from Bosa. And then throw it away. And a flag flies at the end of the play.
Did he hit Rodgers?
There's an offensive lineman downfield for Green Bay.
An offensive lineman downfield.
The flag is for
Yeah, who's the flag for?
Lucas Patrick.
Oh, an eligible man downfield.
Offense number 76. By a penalty.
That's John Runyon who they got. It looked to me like Lucas
Fundamentals.
called as well. There was a bunch of
And speaking of 36, the Packers have 36 playoff wins. They love Tom Brady. Tom Brady's playing a conference title at home against the 49ers. Win the trophy against the 49ers.
Dante Johnson on the stop, so good to see him back.
Yeah, and that was a good decision then taking the penalty because it's 2nd and 11.
94 out of 9 for 91. Without Andrew Thomas, the rookie who's really been ascending, 3rd-round pick from Michigan out with that bone bruise in his knee. So Dante Johnson is playing as much as he is. They get so much help with the two deep safeties here. You're looking for somebody who's going to take the middle of the field. Somebody in the middle. Rodgers passes nearly hit as K'Wan Williams broke it up and Cobb the target, and he was bearing down on that throw to the near sideline. The footing's gotten pretty slick. As you see Cobb come out of this, that no one's really running all that crisp. I mean, there's a. It looks like it's almost a sheet of ice down there, and so conditions have gotten pretty treacherous for these receivers trying to come out of those breaks. Now 3rd down and 11. Quick snap, Rodgers going to air it out. Looking for Adams. And incomplete to bring him 4th down. No flags on the field.
Stop saying no flags, Joe.
Downs are in possession by Green Bay. Boy, that's a disguised look by San Francisco.
It looked like they were blitzing some safeties. I'm like, okay, Aaron Rodgers is throwing deep. He must be single covered. But nope, there's double coverage there.
He takes off kind of Troy Polamalu
The 49ers can win the game here with Jimmy G.
in his back. They'll make a play on the ball.
His 11th fourth quarter comeback.
The touchdown on the block punt.
In today's date,
Here's the punt. And now
November 22nd of 2022, which is a 29-day in numerology, and 29, 2 and 9 adds up to 11. So this is where we're getting the 11th fourth quarter comeback. Now, special teams going to win the game for San Francisco. Defense in good field position. Brady's going to sacrifice the 49ers.
try to catch it. You just got to make sure you secure it. Good punt. Benjamin back
He slipped. Jimmy Garoppolo time to drive the Niners to victory. 19 straight playoff kicks for Robbie Gould. The former Bears kicker knocks out the Packers. Former Bears kicker knocks out the Packers. Can you script it any better, folks? The Bears! Robbie Gould! It's Robbie that has Jumanji 33 on the 33-year anniversary of Super Bowl 23. Kittle! It is Gold that has Jumanji 23. This would be the 23rd points of the game to win 13-10 before facing off against Tom Brady. LA stay at 13 championships, with 4 of them Super Bowls. LA's Jumanji 13-4. Yeah, it's looking like he's going to drive down, lead him to victory. Game-winning field goals, kickers. And then next pass attempt, 19 for Jimmy G. The 49ers against Tom Brady. Yep, it's looking like San Francisco is going to win the game, and we're wondering if Aaron Rodgers is going to lead the team and all that, yada, yada, yada. And then Aaron Rodgers proves everybody wrong next year with the Green Bay Packers. If it comes, it may come down to the weather. So for Green Bay, just don't host a home playoff game next year. Play better on special teams. Avoid the weather. And maybe the weather is why Aaron Rodgers couldn't play well today and grip a football. Wow, the 33-year anniversary of Super Bowl 23, just something else, isn't it? A former Bears kicker, who would have thunk it?
Presented by Intuit TurboTax Live. Second down and 5.
Samuel! This Cardinals fan knows it's scripted and just make the money on the 49ers and the Bengals and all the rigged action tomorrow, right? 19th pass attempt, Deebo Samuel. One of the Niners Super Bowl wins was Super Bowl 19. Now they're going to play this timeout game.
Just picking up positive yardage, moving the football down the field, and trying to wind this thing down as best you can. At what point are you comfortable with Robbie Gould going for the game winner? The answer, I suppose, is as close as
Tom Brady, his childhood team. It's Kid that has Jamacha 24 and 15. He gets to face the 49ers. How do you know Cardinals are not winning the Super Bowl? How come I knew there was zero chance the Cardinals were going to make it to the NFC Championship game? They said, it's all scripted for little yappers like you to think Kyler Murray's never going to win the Super Bowl, y'all. In an scripted fashion, he leads the team to victory. Why is it that his 47th game in the NFL was his first playoff game? Why is it that the Cardinals' last championship game in the year 47? Because it's scripted for him to win. Wow, look at the clock. 1:03 left. You're only saying what I regurgitated. I broke down the curse to perfection. 1:03 left. I mean, State Farm, right? 1:03 left.
Here's another look at the exchange from center. Yeah, Jimmy, he's having trouble getting a hold of it. And then a kind of a hot toss to Sam. Use their final timeout. Clear down at 7. You're going to have to think of the elements right now. You're asking an awful lot for Robbie Gould to kick from here. Yeah, even in the best of conditions, and from here to attempt it, and if you don't make it, pretty improbable you would give the ball to Rodgers at this point on the field. 56 yards from here. Third down at 7, and now a timeout.
Now they're calling timeout.
Inspired Change is an hour-long special highlighting the work NFL players and the NFL family are doing collectively to advance social justice and equality. It's hosted by NFL Network's Steve Weish. It airs next Sunday, January 30th at 11 a.m. Eastern on Fox. 10-10 game, third down and 7. And if you're not willing to try a field goal attempt from this far out, 56 yards, be interesting to see what's called. That's Shanahan here on 3rd and 7. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking, Joe. Like, what play do you like? What's your best 7-yard play that you got on that call sheet? And if you're short and it's more than a yard or so, are you going to go for it? Tebow gets it. Samuel makes a couple of tackles, doing it all. First down inside the 30. An amazing night continues at the end of an amazing season for Tebow Samuel. And he lives off. Wow, but he got his job done. I mean, what toughness he's showing. Here, 3rd and 7, and to hand it off to Tebow Samuel.
Wow.
Hoping that you pick up the first.
Deebo Samuel, how about that? Get some more yards.
the try from here. Hand off to Mitchell. Bounces off the pile, gets a yard maybe. Timeout taken by San Francisco, their second. A tackle made by Rashawn Gary, who's had a big night on this Packer defense.
Get a lot closer than this.
I mean, there's a lot to look through with the snap, the hold, the footing for gold on the field. Quoted this week and saying, "I'm kicked in the cold before. I know what it's all about. This game is over." He said, "My foot's going to be black and blue, and the football's going to." One timeout for the 49ers. And against you. That should be it. A timeout. And then enter Robbie Gould. 4 seconds left. And these guys just keep limping over to the sideline on this cold night. Played through plenty to have both sides of the ball. I mean, they've been absolute warriors out there, the way that they've played, the battling that's gone on between these two teams in these conditions. 49ers have never led in this game. This will be a 45-yard drive by Robbie Gould
Super Bowl 45, Aaron Rodgers.
to send the 49ers to the NFC Championship game. It was down the middle.
And it's done! The Niners are facing Tom Brady. We knew it! We knew it! We knew it! 45-yard field goal. Super Bowl 45 to face the Bucs. Oh, yeah. The Bucs. The Bucs. The Bucs. They beat the Cowboys in their last game. Oh, both top seeds lost today. Real numerology called it. Real numerology called and nailed the 2 seeds on the 33-year anniversary of Super Bowl 23. It is the 49ers that won their 33rd game against the Green Bay Packers. 36 points scored in Super Bowl 23. The 36 points for the playoffs nailed the comeback win for the 49ers. Wow, we got it! Stay live for the breakdown of the Rigged scripted game and the State Farm Rigged Super Bowl next year. We knew it. Real numerology to call Aaron Rodgers Super Bowl next year. There's certainly no guessing at all. We're not guessing at all season. We're going with the riddle of the Allen email scandal with either Marcus Allen or Josh Allen. We know the riddle. You know it, I know it. Stick over here. I ain't need your money, y'all. I don't need no Patreon, y'all. You keep it real, y'all, like a real old gem, man. They needed this bullshit to talk about. We know no one wants to see Rodgers blowing out the Brady for 2 straight seasons. For 2 straight, yes, no way, Jose. No way. No way. Brady against his childhood team. Brady wins the George Halas Trophy against them. It's over for the Rams. It's over for the Chiefs. The State Farm Super Bowl is complete after tomorrow. That's how you end the day with a bang before hitting out to the bar, baby. And that's what it's all about. So let's stick here and break down the rigged game, the rigged scripted game. Former Bears kicker wins the game. The Bears, the Bears. John Abingamacha, 20. Of course, I'm referring to John Taylor, the guy who won the game with a 10-yard touchdown from Joe Montana. 20 straight field goals in the playoffs for Robbie Gould. If you're a Chicago Bears fan, you're like, hell yeah, Robbie Gould. All rigged, right? All rigged, scripted Oaks. Aaron Rodgers threw the game. I knew it. He didn't want to face off against Tom Brady. I knew it. The special teams took the dive. We all knew it. We all knew it. The video of the NFC Championship game came out right before the game. The greatest of all time is March of 88. 49ers will be 18-8 against the Bucs when they inevitably do lose against the god himself, Tom Brady, of the NFL. So we all know the Chiefs are going to lose tomorrow night because Josh Allen, Cincinnati, and Jumanji 96. Let me go to Patrick Mahomes' page quickly. Aaron Rodgers will not get home field next year. He is going to be a wild card team for next season. So Aaron Rodgers is 36-20. The Packers would be, the Packers are 36-25 in the postseason. Video of Super Bowl 57 right now before I head out to the bar. The score was all rigged, folks. 10-3. Anyone who's done Jumanji with this knew the game was rigged. Didn't look good at all after the fourth down play. Didn't look good with the drop passes in the game. Didn't look good with, blocked field goal and a blocked punt. Special teams. Special teams. The two most bet on teams, folks, you can't make this up, the Packers and the Titans. It's never going to be them. It's never going to be them. It was never. It was not. LaFleur is 2-3 in the postseason. So was Mike Vrabel on the day of the Super Bowl 23 anniversary. Completely rigged, completely scripted. Oh my God. Then the 4-3. Let me get here. I like this video a lot. This was a hell of a call. The Packers looked unstoppable the first drive. They wanted you to think that, and I think in reality, the first drive was scripted, and then 49ers were allowed to play some defense. Although 49er defense against Brady is going to be hyped up. It's going to be epic. So February the 12th, 55 weeks later, by the way, from today to Super Bowl 57. Some 55 Super Bowls on some 56 Super Bowls after the Packers Chiefs inaugural Super Bowl. I just had to think for a second because I remember that the Raiders lost Super Bowl II. February 12th, the 43rd day of the year. The 5-3 is interesting. I don't know. Maybe the 49ers make it to the conference championship next year. Who really knows, right? As far as 6-3 goes, it's on the money. Let's see if the Aaron Rodgers page got refreshed. So Rodgers is 6-7 against the 49ers in the postseason. I don't know if they upped that playoff record. Well, they haven't updated the playoff record yet. But his 10th loss to number 10. That's not really numerology. That's coincidence. But 0 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers' postseason record is something to look out for. So, yeah, there you go. 55 weeks. It's completely rigged. Completely rigged. Robbie's Jumanji 51-33. It's the Cardinals that's got Jumanji 51. Robbie Gold having Gematria, so 56 Super Bowls later. That explains it. Go to Super Bowl 12 and open up with something about kickers today. The 30-second points for the winning teams won the game while they're at 29 points. This is Rodgers here. This is Rodgers here. But timing makes a difference. Just like the timing with the Raiders, only two possible teams to win the Super Bowl because of the Allen angle. Timing makes a difference. Rodgers is going to win the Super Bowl 12 years later. Exactly. That's what I predicted a couple years ago. So your State Farm Super Bowl, you're going to go get it. I already came out with the video showing that the NFL rigged it for Brady against the childhood team. We'll be live for the Rams sacrifice. I mean, maybe Jimmy G sucks that bad that they had to script it with a blocked punt. But in reality, the Packers' special teams was pretty bad all season long. So special teams is why they don't win until Glendale AZ having Gematria 42. I'm not uploading yet, but collapsed is Gematria 8733. It's the Bills that's got Gematria 8733. So let's see if I need to add anything else to the video. I mean, during a timeout, yeah, Jimmy G and Aaron Rodgers like smiling with each other. It's like this is all a choreographed game. Okay, let's see if I have everything that I need to. Well, we can start anyways because we know Patrick Mahomes is going to fall to 7-3, right? You can't make this stuff up. In Illinois, State Farm is headquartered at Illinois. It's an Illinois quarterback that won. It's a Chicago Bears kicker that kicks the Packers out of the postseason. Super Bowl 45, the scripted field goal, the big scripted field goal. A historic playoff run before facing off against Tom Brady, defeating two historic rivals along the way, Dallas and now Green Bay. That is what the script called for. The good news is that Matt LaFleur's playoff record is going to be updated. I told you before the game, it's all rigged. Okay? Matt LaFleur was offensive coordinator with the Titans. They lost today. And now his record has been updated. The State Farm Super Bowl is on. Correctly predicted the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs to fail to win the Super Bowl. We knew the Packers were not going to lose to the Bucs for 2 straight seasons in the NFC Championship game. Nobody wants to see Tom Brady kick Aaron Rodgers' ass for the 2nd straight year. Has won a total of 39 regular season games, looking to make it to Arizona because Arizona has Gematria 39. This is how we knew they were not going to win the Super Bowl. But you take a look. Matt LaFleur is 2-3 in the playoffs right now. Avoided Tom Brady, mission accomplished. Brady has Gematria 23. Las Vegas has Gematria 23. The Packers are 2-3 in the postseason with Matt LaFleur. It is the Packers that are going to be defending champions before Super Bowl 58, which is going to be held over at the Stadium of the Raiders. In scripted fashion, it is the Green Bay Packers that lost today's game 13-10, remaining at 13 titles. Tough luck. Another year failing to win the NFC. Another year failing to even sniff the Super Bowl. Wow. 23 points in this game. 49ers face off against Tom Brady. The 49ers 13 points, stuck at 13 championships in the year of the Super Bowl at LA. This is how we knew the Packers would not stand the chance. This is how we knew they have 13 championships with 4 of them being Super Bowls. Aaron Rodgers' first playoff win is going to take his playoff record to 3-3 because the Super Bowl is going to be hosted at Glendale. It is Glendale that is Gematria 33. In my view, Aaron Rodgers is going to win in the wild card round to having 3-3 postseason record with Matt LaFleur. In my view, I like the Packers to beat the Dallas Cowboys in the divisional round of the playoffs. Matt LaFleur would be 4-3 in the postseason as coach of the Green Bay Packers. Dallas Cowboys is Gematria 43. It is the Packers that is Gematria 43. This is why I like Aaron Rodgers to defeat the Cowboys in the divisional round. Will the 49ers get another crack at the will the Packers get a crack at the 49ers in the NFC Championship game next year? It's Kyle Dash Gematria 53. What remains skeptical, why I'm skeptical about that has to do with the fact that are they really going to put the same team losing the conference title for 2 straight years? But then again, the 49ers have a habit of losing the conference championship game. It is Aaron Rodgers. I asked Gematria 63. Aaron Rodgers will have a 6-3 playoff record with Matt LaFleur when he wins the Super Bowl with Matt LaFleur. 6-3 in the postseason, Matt LaFleur when he wins the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Robbie Gould, former Bears kicker, won the game in scripted fashion. Robbie has Gematria 51 and 33. The same Gematria as Glendale. Robbie, Gematria 51, is the Gematria of the Cardinals as well as Tampa. Robbie Gould has Gematria 56. The Packers and the Chiefs played in Super Bowl 2. In Super Bowl 2, that's right. So 55 Super Bowls later is Super Bowl 57. The amount of time from today's day to February the 12th is a time span of 55 weeks. That is the Gematria of State Farm Stadium because State Farm Stadium has got Gematria 55. Now, the Packers are going to be 5-1 in the Super Bowl when they win over at the stadium of the Cardinals because it's the Cardinals that has Gematria of 51. So winning 5 out of 6 Super Bowls right after Super Bowl 56, that's why it's looking good for Green Bay. Blocked field goal attempt, blocked punt, special teams lost the game for the Packers today. Special teams is Gematria 42. It is Glendale, Arizona that has Gematria of 42. It is Collapsed that has Gematria of the Bills, in my view, the winner of this year's Super Bowl. Packers is Gematria of 73. It is Patrick Mahomes. That's going to fall to 7-3 in the playoffs with a loss to the Bills. Which, if the Chiefs do not get the number 1 seed, the Chiefs could enter the Super Bowl with a 10-3 record to line up with the Gematria of State Farm, because State Farm is Gematria 103. Next year, the Super Bowl is held at State Farm Stadium in the 103rd season of the National Football League. Notice how the score was 10-3 at one point. 13 points up to that scoreline. It is not by coincidence that the Niners were down 10-3, that the Packers were up 10-3 before the 103rd season. Clue that the Packers were going to win over at State Farm Stadium. The score at 10-3 before the collapse. Right? It shows you how scripted it really is. Shows you how scripted it really is. So 2-3 in the playoffs to 6-3. Notice how the Packers are at 36 playoff wins as a franchise. It's Packers at Gematria it's the Cardinals at Gematria 36. They're hosting next year's Super Bowl. The Packers fell to 8-1 at home with a loss. The Packers' 39th playoff win is going to be right before they make it to Arizona to face off against the Kansas City Chiefs. So win number 39 in the playoffs, in my view, Aaron Rodgers, that's when he makes it to Glendale, the 39th playoff win of the Green Bay Packers. And notice how Matt LaFleur has Gematria of 39. So 39 wins entering the Super Bowl, in my view. If the Packers do get the number 1 seed again, which I think is highly doubtful, then Matt LaFleur's 39th win would occur in the Super Bowl over at Arizona. But Patrick Mahomes should be 10-3. I think the Chiefs don't get the number 1 seed, and this means that Patrick Mahomes would be 10-4 in the postseason when he loses the Super Bowl, because the prior Super Bowl from the year before would be held at Inglewood. Inglewood's Jumanji 104, so I think Patrick Mahomes is going to fall to 10-4 next year. 22 playoff games for Aaron entering next year. Aaron is Jumanji 22 in the 2022 season. For Aaron Rodgers, I don't know if they updated on Pro Football Reference, but 12-10 the postseason. His 13th win could happen right before Dallas, because Dallas has got Jumanji 13. His 15th win can occur to win the conference. 15 wins in the playoffs entering the Super Bowl, because it's Tampa that's got Jumanji 15. They'd be the prior NFC team, the Super Bowl. And then is Aaron Rodgers the greatest of all time? It's GOAT that has Jumanji 16. Aaron Rodgers' 16th postseason win to defeat Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. 55 weeks later, 55 Super Bowls later, State Farm Stadium, Lambeau, the game ended with a 45-yard field goal. Illinois, Jumanji 45. The Cowboys, Jumanji 45. Super Bowl 45, by the way. Yep, we're going to have to wait another year for Aaron Rodgers. The playoff record for Aaron Rodgers was correctly predicted before the game today. So it's been updated. I was warning you about the 7-9. Look out for it. Look out for the 7-9 ever since Aaron Rodgers' last Super Bowl victory. Which, by the way, State Farm got saying Jumanji has Steelers. Rodgers wins his first Super Bowl since defeating the Steelers, and, well, for the Cowboys, they'll win the next Super Bowl after that, looking good if you're a fan of the NFC. So look at here. Patrick Mahomes is going to fall to 7-3. Packers is Jumanji 73. And then Patrick Mahomes, in his career, he has had a total of 63 starts in the NFL. This is why the season, 63 regular season starts. This is why his season ended against Buffalo. That has everything to do with Aaron Rodgers having Jumanji 63. Patrick Mahomes 63 regular season games. Buffalo Jumanji 63. I like to copy it. It was obviously scripted for the former Bears kicker to win the game. There's a total of 36 points in this game. Montana winning Super Bowl 23. Joe Montana having Jumanji at 36. Tom Brady with 36 playoff wins entering next week. Going up against the Cardinals coach. And the 49ers, 23 and 13 points. A total of 16 points scored in Super Bowl 23. That was your cue that they're going to win the game today with their 36 points in the postseason. Their 33rd win against the Packers, some 33 years in the 33-year anniversary since Super Bowl 23, and there's combined 23 points this game. So there was no denying Tom Brady another home game to make it up for the Buccaneers fans who had to miss out because of the pandemic. So someone's going to get fired on the Packers, probably the special teams coach is the fall guy. Halanoa Hofanga is Jumanji 122 and 50. Today's January 22nd, 1-22. And under 22, it's a Jumanji of Kansas City. So this guy that blocked the punt, that was the Jumanji cue that Aaron Rodgers was not going to win until Kansas City next year for Super Bowl 57. And then with Glendale, Arizona, and the Bills having Jumanji 87, this is where they fall to 8-7 in the postseason, Andy Reid with the Kansas City Chiefs, and probably enters the Super Bowl with 11-7 record with the Chiefs because of the fact that it is Buffalo Bills that's got Jumanji 117. So there you have it. There you have it. Right after the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl is when the Packers actually win. That's another reason why the field goal is a 45-yard field goal. So State Farm Super Bowl, keep an eye out for it. Looks like my screen paused and I tried recording the video. Maybe it's a bad thing to have both screens on. But you got a preview of it.
Is on. I know correctly predicted. I think
the screen just remains there. It's kind of weird. I'll have to do the video again, but a sneak preview is always worth it. It's been like 10 to 15 minutes since I've seen my screen. So let me read all the comments. It's been 10 to 15 minutes, Yeah, well, we'll be back for more. Sacrifice the sheep to Abraham. Yeah, Abraham sacrifices the sheep to God. So, little preview of tomorrow. It's Niner. That's got Gematria as up 60. Tom Brady can go to 6-0 against the NFC. Tom Brady is 5-0 versus the NFC in the playoffs after tomorrow because his next opponent would be San Francisco because San Francisco has got Gematria of 50. So a lot of people are going to be so emotional because they hate Tom Brady, but they're going to lose tomorrow. They're going to lose tomorrow. This Matt Stafford guy ain't going to cut it. 1 win, 5 playoff games. That's the result you're going to get. Tom Brady sacrifices the Rams. It's a done deal. It's a done deal for tomorrow. I like to see what the draft order is, how it stands, Green Bay Packers picking 28th in the draft next year after losing to the 49ers because 49ers is Gematria 28 and it is Packers that have Gematria 28. Round 1, pick number 28. Brady against the childhood team. Pretty ugly game with the wide receivers and all that. Some banged up players on the 49ers. So Tom Brady's it's gonna be a demolition next week. It's still fun to see the 49ers pay for getting rid of Harbaugh and getting rid of and not deciding to sign Tom Brady. So someone's gonna take it personal next week. The 22nd win since Super Bowl 23 against Aaron Rodgers. '49ers without a first-round draft pick? What could they have done with that first-round draft pick? It looks like the Bengals picking number 29 in the draft after they lose next week because it's Ohio that's got Gematria 29. So Bengals picking 29. 49ers will be picking number 30. I'm not sure why they're picking 30. And that goes to the Gematria of Shanahan having Gematria of 30. Well, whoever has the 49ers draft pick. Let's see, it's right in front of me. Well, So Miami has that draft pick. Okay, the Dolphins have it. And Miami is picking number 30, the Dolphins. Yeah, should be a lot of fun. It's pretty obvious the 49ers were going to win today. They own Aaron Rodgers. 4-0 in the playoffs. 4-0. How about that? 4-0. 4 for 4 with the Super Bowl on the 44th day. Aaron Rodgers is in on the rig. He's a 49ers fan. He doesn't want to face off against Tom Brady again. Well, the NFL doesn't want to see him face off against Tom Brady again. And Tom Brady goes a perfect 3 for 3 at home. Hand him the NFC Championship. It's over for the Rams. It's over. It's Tom Brady against the 49ers. That is what Roger Goodell wants. A real numerology called both number 1 seeds losing in upset fashion today. Tomorrow, we have Lord Brady winning, and then we have Josh Allen winning against Patrick Mahomes. The season is over for Matthew Stafford and Patty Mahomes tomorrow. We'll see the Bills hosting the conference championship. We'll see the Buccaneers hosting the conference championship. The Cardinals coach Bruce Arians is going to defeat the Rams and the 49ers. How about that? How about that for scripting? But then he loses the Super Bowl at the Rams Stadium. Scripted his first game coaching the Bucs against the 49ers. And now he gets the 49ers in the conference championship, Bruce Arians. Just another conference title loss for San Francisco. 1-3 in the NFC title game. Since it won the Super Bowl, the satanic trap was on today. What I mean by that is that Rodgers did not go to 1-3 versus San Francisco in the playoffs. It was all about remaining at 13 and avoiding Tom Brady. That's what it's all about. Man, Packers and Titans, bro. Many people say they be in the Super Bowl on this channel. They're giving me such a hard time. Look at that. Both the teams are out of there today. Real numerology going to go 4-0 in this playoff round. Real numerology goes 3-0 in the divisional round for Tom Brady's 30th win with the Bucs. His 30th win versus the Bucs to go 3-0 in the divisional round to make it to the NFC title on the 30th day. You cannot script it any better for me to go 3-0 in the divisional round for the 30th win against the LA Lambs. The Rams just got gematria of 30. The Rams. Oh, you can't say Thor in the Rams. Oh. My God. Dak Prescott's ankle injury was synced up for him to go 40 months until he wins the Super Bowl after his ankle injury against the Giants. The Giants. And that's how Dak is winning Super Bowl 58. Today was 11-day numerology, and Jimmy G came back with his 11th game-winning drive. You see how the 49ers are 8-3 away? You see how Tom Brady's born in the year 83? You see how Joe Burrow won the first game. The fact that the 49ers are 12-7 right now. I mean, completely scripted as it is by the numbers. Former Bears kicker knocks out the Packers. It's all WWE. Which Chicago Bears also asked DiMaggio 55. It'd be 55 weeks later till they win the Super Bowl at State Farm Stadium over at the stadium of the Chicago team. So, a little riddle going on here with Robbie Gould kicking the game-winning field goal. The 13th loss for Matt LaFleur in the Super Bowl year at LA. That was the clue right there. From 4 to 5 losses, losing on a 45-yard field goal. Special teams. This really is a rigged mafia operation. I mean, the Titans and the Packers are out of the playoffs. And speaking of Jumanji of State Farm Stadium, having Jumanji of 55, the 55th game for Matt LaFleur is next year. Titans coordinator loses today. Titans Jumanji 20th straight pick in the playoffs for Matt LaFleur, for Robbie Gould. Robbie Gould. When does it end? When does the streak end for Robbie Gould? Former Chicago Bears kicker knocks out the Pack. And will Tom Brady make the 49ers pay for sticking with that motherfucker? Former Bears kicker Gould knocks out the Pack. Can't write the script any better. I really need to give my computer a break right now. But there is going to be more preview action of the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, the Bucks, 49ers. Can't believe even the 49ers make it, That's what Cardinals coach Bruce Arians is for, to defeat all of the rivals. Because Tom Brady is making it back. 7-7. Jimmy G. The Rams have zero chance of winning tomorrow. It is all but a done deal that the sheep will get sacrificed again. This team is screwed. One final time for Tom Brady against the Rams to go 3 for 3. The 30th loss for Sean McVay against the GOAT Tom Brady. 4-4 in the playoffs when he loses to the champions. With the Super Bowl being played on the 44th day of the year. Sean McVay is a scripted loser. And Jared Goff has made more NFC championships, has won more NFC championships, has made it to more Super Bowls than loser Matthew Stafford. Today was the underdogs, but, I don't consider Buffalo to be that big of an underdog, really, but regardless, they'll win, and Tampa's going to win. Got the hype train going. Let's not give the Rams any chance at all tomorrow. It all ends right here tomorrow. It'll be fun seeing the Lambs lose again. Sean McVay's a sacrificial lamb to go Tom Brady. Brady gets a loser quarterback who doesn't perform under pressure. Once there's real playoff pressure, he will crumble like a tortilla. That is what Stafford will do. This is the formula. Was the Allen Riddle in Tampa Bay and Jimmy G. For the 49ers fan, Tom Brady. Until the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl at 15-6, only Buffalo stands a chance against Tom Brady right now.